Hey,
Hello!
Pastor.
That's. What did you just say?
Like that kind of thing, right?
Sigma
You
toilet.
want to give her to us?
Anyway,
Wait.
um,
Oh,
welcome back to Double Barrel.
I haven't even like played. You better not team up with that whore, because
What?
I've not. I didn't play yesterday.
Oh, I didn't realise that
haven't played
wasn't.
the thing.
Oh, well, what am I meant to do then?
I don't know. Suck your thumb.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's
You
go
can
back.
play here.
Go back to base. No, in a way, I probably should. Oh wait, what do you mean by him?
Well, you can play Torch. Just don't team up. Just don't be a whore.
Anyway,
So you're live streaming.
not live streaming. Not live.
What? But you're recording.
Just recording. Yeah, well, see, we did this before with Doctor Who, but we were also playing Marvel Rivals at the time. So I feel like this is a bit more appropriate. I don't know when Doctor Who are going to make their hero shooter, but
Probably
I
when
guess that's the next step. Yeah.
Hero, that is.
What? There's plenty of heroes. There's Arthur. What? Actually, I don't know if his name's Arthur. I was trying to say Rory's dad's name. I don't know. Gary? No, it's not Gary. It's not Gary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, we saw Fantastic Four. First steps. It's
Yeah, 'cause
not
it's
relevant.
not
That
relevant.
makes it
Like,
also
it
makes it
doesn't
sound
ever,
like
say,
you know, an origin movie or their first.
Yeah.
It's I think it's slightly leaning towards like the, first steps on the moon kind of thing
This was a mistake.
because of all the space
Can't
stuff.
deal with that.
Haha. Funny thing for you to say, given that I crashed.
Okay, good.
I think it's meant to be like that kind of thing because it's
Yeah.
it's like the opposite of an
It's
origin
just 'cause it's
movie.
about
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's
Shit.
like,
That's actually
and it's like first steps because it's also about space. It's about
space
and
babies. Oh,
like,
fuck!
Space babies. Going back to
Fuck!
Doctor Who, baby. It all comes back.
No. Sorry, that was a bit loud. I've had some time to collect our thoughts. I think I should say, if you don't want to be spoiled about this movie at all, I would say don't bother because I don't think we're going to try. I'm not saying we're just going to say all the spoilers right now. I mean, you said it's about a baby. To be fair, they did reveal that it was kind of not part of the marketing. The baby, like the fact that they're having a baby, until like the last couple trailers though. I don't know if they felt the need to do that because that's kind of the thing that I think kicks it up a notch in terms of stakes, really, or like whether or not it's more how straightforward of a superhero movie it is. Because it's not a straightforward superhero movie at all. It's more like a cosmic disaster movie, and then the third act is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Which is why I find it weird. I think it was IGN's review. They said something about, it tries too hard to be a superhero movie. It's like, well, when it gets really superhero-y, it is a little bit out of left field, but it's really like the very beginning and the third act are the superhero-y parts. The very beginning being a montage, which I love. I really like the world of it a lot, and that's probably most of my enjoyment of the film. Because I think we're gonna get into our different ways of what we want out of films. There's a difference there between me and Tyler that will become clear.
You know, there's a reason why everyone loves this movie and I don't. So there's something there.
Well, the fairest thing to say is that you didn't. Whatever you would say, it really comes down to you didn't get what you wanted out of it. That doesn't mean it's like a bad movie. We will talk about The Thing, and yeah, he's underutilized, but it's still a very good film, I think. But yeah, he is. That's weird. Ben Grimm is. It's going to sound. I think you understand. Ben Grimm is more useful than The Thing, because he's the pilot of the ship. and he's
Yeah.
when he's best at doing
Which
that.
they played that up, I think. But like, fucking. Hold on. Yeah, no, just go by one by one. Not like, but the setting is yeah, it looked really fucking good, and like it's real.
Well, I saw
like,
someone.
realised,
I've already seen
being
someone
a-
shitting on the visuals, which I like. There are some parts of it that are, you know, a tad dodge. The baby. But like this is like the best looking Marvel movie. Well, I don't know, but maybe not that. Since I don't know, Ant-Man. Ant-Man looks pretty good. It's as for what the MCU is and what it's like perceived as at the moment. It's a very good looking film.
Shang-Chi.
It looks better than Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi looks decent, but no, Shang-Chi's probably got more interesting camera work. But
Nothing. What do you mean Ant-Man?
Ant-Man 1, I mean, it's
So
like the zoomed in. The fact that when he's like small, it's like pretty much all CGI. I think it looks pretty like real all the time. I mean, it kind of is true that older CGI looks better than most new CGI. The point is, I think it was a visually great movie, just literally in terms of quality and style. Because it's like Fallout. I like that. What do you see? You know what I couldn't actually tell? I realised afterwards, like, is this actually set in the past, or is this just an alternate future because it's in a different universe? I actually couldn't tell if it was technically set in present day on. I don't remember seeing a time.
I think
don't see
the
date.
point is that it's kind of timeless.
Yes,
right.
It's not
You can't
important, and they'll go through whatever shenanigans they need to bring
play.
Fantastic Four into present day MCU. It doesn't really matter, but I still didn't clock it necessarily. But obviously, they still, you know, power universe, so they can just get away with making it look more interesting than our world. And that's what I like about Superman, by the way, because that's kind of, it's not too dissimilar from this. The world, but it's also like, this is just our present day. It's like slightly more golden age, like slightly more like the 60s than our present day is. This one's a lot like that. Because you know the MCU is like, it's like our world, you know. Or at least it's meant to be. James Gunn is like with the new DCU, like the main universe is not our world. So it's almost more like this. But yeah, like I said, it is an alternate universe because it is it's so standalone, isn't it? I was thinking about that even more. How disconnected the movie really is. And the fact that it's meant to be like the ultimate, not the ultimate, but it is the penultimate movie. I'm not forgetting about Spider-Man when I say this. This is the penultimate movie before Doomsday, though. This is far more relevant than Spider-Man will be.
It was meant to be, yeah.
Spider-Man 4. Hopefully, Spider-Man 4 will be barely relevant, if at all. But this was almost like that. This is like, it's so standalone, it's kind of crazy. Which is good for a movie, but is not
bad for the thing that's supposed to get you hyped up for the big finale they've been building towards this like entire last like 6 or 5 or 8
It does not feel like
years.
this is going to naturally
It's
lead
like,
into Reed Richards being the main
really
character
expected-
of like the Avengers films.
It doesn't lead into anything. There is no inclination that they're even going to be connected to the plot, but we also obviously know that they definitely are, and Doom is, and bullshit like that. But it's like, you know, there's just no, like...
Like
no
Iron Man
connection.
1 and 2,
It's just a
that
Fantastic
feels
Four
like
movie.
it's going to like, this guy is going to be a prominent part, well, kind of the main character of the Avengers. God, we've got a lot of buttons. I mean, I've got a fire web icon.
Every single button on my controller is now assigned.
Do I need to get really close?
Which thing?
Yeah, both?
Can we just focus on what we're
What?
doing here?
Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Now what happens?
Yeah.
I can press RT to confirm, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to run out.
I'm in.
Okay,
in
and
your
it
hand.
just goes wherever it runs out at. Yeah, we have a facing cooldown.
What has Victor gotten us into this time?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Help?
But yeah, no, the world. I mean, yeah. I mean, the planet itself looks good, and then fucking Galactus is insanely good and well rendered. Although the more I thought about it, the more it kind of sat with me. How, like, I don't know yet. But no, yeah, Galactus looks incredible.
All right, here we. Okay,
Take me to the
this is the back
line.
line.
What are you doing? Why are you so shit?
There's,
This is our backline!
is it?
What is wrong with you?
I just, I mean, as soon as I experience a new perspective, it just immediately flips every other perspective. Like, I don't know where I am. For some reason.
Because you're an actual fucking ingrate. Like, you have nothing going on up there.
Oh, I've got a lot going on up there. It's just nothing, not in this game.
You should not be allowed on
Oh
the road.
no. No way you actually think that. I shouldn't say no. I shouldn't really say no way. Should I?
But, yeah, fucking Galactus looks great. The ship looks great. The spaceships look great. It all looks great. Yeah, it does. Like visually, it's like Avatar or some shit like that, right? It's like, Alright, just you can fly, by the way. You don't have to go directly above them. You could have gone round, and I wouldn't have had to have taken like half my health of damage. But yeah, no, fucking.
I mean, I can fly, but it doesn't use the normal like go up and down buttons. It's just like where you're looking. And I've just realised that.
But yeah, no, that's great. Got style.
It's a
that's
film.
for sure.
I mean, there's a lot of yeah, that sounds gay as hell, but there's a lot of physical sets. Like the big fucking reads, like big. I keep trying to say analog, but it's not analog. But like, I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like big, like analog computer, and things like that. I love stuff like that because you can tell they just made a. It's like it's not CGI. It's as in not like things shouldn't be CGI. CGI is very useful, but this movie actually it didn't just do what it feels like Marvel movies are doing, which is making things CGI that shouldn't be CGI on a film set. It wasn't like that. Oh fuck! The opposite of the way that they do things on the Avengers. Kind of the opposite of the way the Russos do things.
Left. Yes.
Well, how far can you really go? You can't go very far forward.
Damn, you threw me off the edge there.
That's when it ran out, though.
Okay, so it does run out.
No, I did not throw you there. I was like,
Much better.
I don't want him to let go here.
My hair's all messed up.
Oh, that's
Wrong
wrong
button.
Yeah, I've so
Yeah.
many fucking buttons.
No escaping us now.
Marks. The
Hey,
eyes
Human
of
Torch,
March.
can you fucking do something about that Punisher? Like, literally just put a couple bits of fire under him, and he can't be on his turret for, like, the entire game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Unlike in this game, the Human Torch...
Oh, the
did
Human
quite a lot
Torch
in the
did.
movie. He was really, obviously the MVP of that film. Like, he... like, if you, like, kind of, like, you know, like, active participation, right? Like, isn't that a thing in movies where it's, like, some characters are, like, passive and some are just, like, active?
You Benji boy? Anytime.
Let's form a super group.
Got me on the fucking
Punisher.
Think! Please! What's fucking wrong with you? For the love of God!
Can't get rid of it that easy. Just ask Ben.
Yeah, fucking, yeah, unlike Harry in this game, the Human Torch kind of thinks in the movie, and it's like, I'm gonna learn a
Well,
language.
that's the thing. He does,
And he does.
a lot
Kind of like,
when you include that,
yeah,
and even if you don't, That's what I mean.
And even then, like he like you know he's probably the person who used his powers the most as well. Is probably worth saying. If that is of merit, which I kind of think it is, to be honest.
It's also funny because it's like what he's doing with they don't properly sideline him or like ridicule him, but he's also like what he's doing is like this. That's not as important as what we're doing. But it also is because in a long form sense, he gets like two massive assists if you think about it. As in the thing that the thing power wise does that is of most impact is an assist from Johnny, and you could also argue that the Silver Surfer actually
Hero.
pushing Galactus into the portal is an assist from Johnny.
Brightest in the sky.
No, dude, fucking you do it. Do it with him. Cause,
Why don't you?
I mean, I just want to see him crash out. Fine, I will. But yeah, fucking Johnny is like the most engaging character throughout the whole movie. He does the most. He pushes the plot along like the most, to be honest. Because otherwise, it's like it's just kind of like they just wait and like fail plan until Galactus is like right there. And it's like, yeah, I do think Reed and Sue are good. Reed is smart. He did smart things. Sue also used her powers a lot for pretty cool means.
Yeah, but obviously the thing is, it's like the thing's powers are, they're technically speaking not very interesting. But that's not an excuse. It's actually, I would see that more as like, I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay,
Well, we'll see. I'm sure you'll get. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it quicker than I did.
Okay. It did literally 180.
Yeah, it does feel like it almost does feel like it flips you in some way. I'm not sure if it's...
I think it takes you to wherever the thing is.
Yeah,
and
it might be
behind
that kind of thing.
you turn you
Yeah.
around.
No, but I think with the thing, it's like the other three's powers are all more interesting, and I feel like they didn't. That's what they didn't do, because obviously, like I said, I like that it's not a full-on superhero movie all the time. But the point is, it's really not a superpower. They didn't really try very hard to like do interesting things with their powers specifically. The most important thing power-wise is that there's two things. It's that. And it's the less prominent things as well. It's that Sue can move stuff, right? And that Johnny can fly. Those are the two most important powers. Sue's invisibility barely factors into it. And Johnny's fire is not specifically useful. It's obviously it's useful in the sense that that's his main like offensive power. But yeah, and then obviously but would you say Mr. Fantastic was, in terms of power, was not really well utilised either, as much as the Thing, to be honest? Because Mr. Fantastic, they usually do so much weird bullshit with it. Well, they do in the comics, and just haven't done it on film still. And I think that's something people are probably expecting by this point.
It's just the nature of like those kind of like powers. Like brother powers are just not done.
It's live action, that's all it is. It's live action.
Well,
it's not even in motion. Look at One Piece. Look at this game. Well, the reason why they're not done well is because they can't accept that it's going to look weird anyway, so they avoid doing the really weird stuff, which is actually the cool stuff. Like, it's going to look weird. Just accept it, and it will become cooler than it is, at least. Maybe not literally cool, but like if they let Reed do like certainly the buff form, where he's like looks like a buff guy. That is probably the safest bet in terms of like him changing his like form. Yeah, they didn't try in that way. As in, I think it's like it almost seems weird they are superheroes, because they almost don't need to be, but they just are.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that they're all very smart as well, really, when it comes down to it, and that's kind of all that's the main thing that they need.
Celebrating.
I mean, it works in Reed's sense, though, doesn't it? Because that is that's half his power. Really, it's just how fucking smart he is. He is the smartest person in the Marvel universe,
We are
or one of.
undefeatable!
Yeah.
I mean, he's no lower than number 3, right? As far as I know.
Oh my god, they got Ben. That's what I need. Supernova!
Shit.
Johnny, no!
Yeah.
There was you might know who this actor is, but someone got cut who was playing one of the villains. Because they mentioned Red.
like some old
Yes.
dude, right?
Okay, so you've probably seen the
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
story, as it were. That's for Red Ghost, because they defeated Red Ghost and his super apes. And he's gonna be some old
Yeah.
dude.
Mate. Sorry, punching
Yeah.
ape.
Which does make Mole Man a little bit weird, and that's actually a part of the world building that I kind of glossed over. But by the end of it, I was like, "Oh, this is actually kind of cool." They literally have like a subterranean society under the city or under
Yeah,
the world.
which, like-
I don't know if it's just New York. I'm not sure. It might be more than it.
It's probably
Yeah.
Underworld.
And it's just a fucking Mole Man. He's such a little freak.
We'll show some respect.
But then I also realised something. Isn't this like a horrible place to put everyone? If you're gonna have like a big guy walking around on top of the city.
Closest allies.
Fair point.
Well, it's like the only place where you could relocate like everyone in New York to, really, right?
I don't think the
Like,
film does a good job at
can't
making
send
it
them all
seem
out.
like they don't. I guess so, because as far as I know, everywhere is
All you need to do is
dangerous, I
capture the
guess.
area. Got it?
I don't know.
Sometimes empathy is a
Because
heavy burden to
you know that thing about like when people complain, oh, it's so convenient that we happen to be like following, the guy who all the story happens to, right? It's such a bullshit criticism. It's like, well, yeah, that's why we're following them.
Yeah.
But it is, as far as I can tell, it is a coincidence that they just so happen to get to the world where Franklin Richards is. Galactus and, well, the Silver Surfer. Them facing Galactus, him just happening to get there, that's not plot convenience. It's like obvious, but it's also like, oh, they happen to be having the baby as well at the same time. It's not like the Silver Surfer knew that, or Galactus knew that before they got
Dude,
there.
I mean, I don't know if I'm reading into things too much, but isn't it kind of the point?
Well, they
Like,
did.
they were trying for a baby for like years, and then they didn't get it, but all of a sudden they get a baby at its exact time. Was that not the whole like cosmic force that we talk about?
Yeah, I would say so. It's just not. Yeah, it. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I don't have a problem with it, but it's just that it's on Galactus's part. It's luck. He didn't know before. But then again, it is their doing. They basically bring him to Galactus anyway, as in because they take Sue, pregnant, on the ship, which is like. I guess because they were,
capture progress.
it's like just part of their arsenal that they need her because the invisibility might be really useful, or Reed would just rather have her with him than not. I guess.
Yeah.
But it does still seem kind of crazy. But yeah, still that's obviously the best. That's obviously the best part of the film. The second act is probably the best part of the film. Overall. Them going into space just to meet Galactus, which is pretty ballsy when you think about it. They don't know that he's not just going to kill them all immediately, and it doesn't go that badly. But it is cool, and it is like it does have a tinge of like cosmic dread, and that's kind of what I was looking for when I'd heard stuff about how there is like a cosmic horror kind of aspect to the film. I heard that a while ago, and I don't think that's wrong. maybe not horror. Maybe not-
Yeah, I don't think he was particularly
shit.
like Cthulhian. Or whatever you
No,
would
but
say.
the only time that he's like in that, he invokes that kind of thing is when he's at like the size. Which I'm not surprised they didn't do that in this film. I'm not surprised they didn't go to full size. And at least he's still around. You know, in his universe. I don't know how Galactus works exactly, but I wonder if he's just going to show up one day in the main MCU because he's just eaten that universe or something. And so he's going to be, full size.
The thing is, though, is I'm not sure like how prevalent Galactus even is outside of the Fantastic Four. Like, I don't think he's really ever like a threat to everyone most of the time, or is depicted that way. Like, I don't think he's ever been like a Avengers threat. Like, I think he really is just a Fantastic Four like problem.
I don't know, to be honest. No, I don't really know
that,
either.
But I think that's the only times I've seen him is in specific galactic or specific like them. Like,
I mean, he's definitely had
No.
had run-ins with most. I think he has been in.
probably.
I think he's been in the Avengers at some point.
But he's not the kind of threat that the Avengers are good against, because like, you don't defeat Galactus.
No, you don't.
You don't punch him and he goes down. That's not how Galactus works. I mean, preferably the thing could have got an A punch and he could have popped down for just a
Well,
moment. But
I think-
there's that. But like, he's not. He's someone you beat by thinking, which is why he struggles against Reed specifically. Like, he is a thinker,
The Thinker.
and then like he's got all these other powers to actually back it up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do like the casual use of powers. That was actually fairly frequent, like them just using it in day-to-day life. Like Reed will literally just like Reed is basically able to stay in one place pretty much because he's like working or something. Actually, I don't know if they did the thing though where he like stretches his hand across the chalkboard though, which is what you expect him to do when he's like writing on a chalkboard. Oh god, I almost don't want to do it.
I'm the brightest in the sky.
It's also when Ben just like crushes. It's a figure of it's a figure of Johnny, isn't it? Not of him, but he just like crushes it in like a second.
Yeah, which is probably his like grandest
Or
feat.
I mean, when it's like Johnny just like I'm just gonna be on fire just as a light source. I like
Yeah.
that stuff, and it wasn't infrequent. Like like Thing picking up a car, like for some, just to impress some children. That's nice, but
Yeah, I think character-wise, Thing was completely fine. He
yeah,
was, he was a
characterization,
guy.
but not in terms of like an arc though, or anything.
He literally didn't need to be there. He didn't have an arc. His arc was he likes a girl but he doesn't talk to her, and then he doesn't talk to her, and then at the end he does talk to her. That was his whole
Yeah.
thing. Meanwhile, Johnny's thing with a girl was literally why they won ultimately, or like at least why he didn't have to sacrifice himself.
Yeah. I wonder if I can take you all the way around the other side, but then I'll be taking you over,
Please do.
like but that way. All right, let's do it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're
Yeah.
heading towards
Well,
the
like you've experienced it. I'm just going to drop you right here then. Because that, I think it kind of does spin you around. Depending on, I might try and do it from literally from the back or something.
Get out of it. Alright, no, team, come back. But yeah, just drop me on support.
Oh yeah, I know that's the
where I
point.
wanna
But,
be. Yeah.
that's where you want to be.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, nah.
That is my. I couldn't say that right. I feel like we've talked about what we like long enough. Well, you have. You have a lot more to say about in that regard. And I'm gonna say that like the more I thought about it, the less I like it, which is not great considering I already didn't particularly like it. But like I think it's because I saw like Feige is like really proud of it, like and he thinks it's like one of his greatest things, like best that he's done so far.
Oh yeah, which well, he's not wrong about the importance of it, at the very least. You can see why he'd want to be. You can see why, and this kind of doesn't make sense because he should want to be proud of everything, but you can see why he'd want to be prouder of this film than some others. You can. Just being just real about it. Because it's Fantastic Four. It's like, you know, the kind of number one, really, with Marvel.
Okay.
Apart from Spider-Man. They're number 2 then, yes.
Yeah, fucking... Yeah, but my theory is because I think it was a very good adaptation of a old comic book.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, the original comic book. Which is to say, boring. I think it is shallow, with not up-to-date, like, interest. Like, it was just lame. And it's like, you know, how they dispatched, like fucking Galactus. Like, it was just Galactus just pushed into the portal and that's it. End of movie. It's like, nowadays, that's like, what? Like, I don't know. It feels like there should have been more there, right? I mean, right.
Well, I agree.
Like,
when
you send Galactus through a portal, like, he should at least say something, or you cut to him and, like, Silver Surfer, like in deep space, and like there's something there, but he just becomes, oh, he's not a problem anymore, hooray! It's like there's more there, and old fucking
yeah, fair enough.
No, I can't. Okay, here we go.
Oh, did that? It's much more downward than it is forward, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's also worth noting that you don't have to go downward, because that's what I.
No, I think I knew that anyway. Tiny rodent.
Yeah, that one I liked that.
Well, no, I actually agree with what you're saying. I agree, like, that the superhero action is very milquetoast. So when it wasn't really, when there was like tension and like action sequences happening that weren't necessarily superhero. I mean, the ship stuff still was. They still did some things, especially like Sue going invisible and stuff. But like Johnny wasn't flying. Johnny was on a turret, you know. But I like that stuff because that's very classic. Like basically just a crew in a ship trying to like. It's like a Mass Effect action sequence from a cutscene when it's just like the Normandy doing some. Oh shit, Jesus.
Yeah, so you just teleport to me.
I didn't even mean to press a button then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, they are unkillable. Like, genuinely, they are an unkillable trilogy. The just Warlock, fucking Mantis, Ultron, they are all close together and they just won't take damage. Like, genuinely, I can't do anything on my own against those three, but we're fine. Well, we might not be fine, I'm not sure. Looks like we might be. Or not might be.
Because yeah, I liked it overall, but yeah, I mean, I think I can't say I was like excited by the superhero fights. Because they just...
Yeah, I wouldn't have flown near the floor.
It just didn't feel like they were really going for it when it came to that stuff. It felt like they really went for it with the space stuff, but not the final battle.
Yeah.
Even though that's the part that was most like a superhero power like showcase, but it also just wasn't. And that's, I think, that's Mr. Fantastic as well. It was kind of just like, oh, we have a plan. It kind of went wrong. Let's sort of change the plan a bit, and it goes right. And it kind of goes wrong at the very end as well. But then it's like, oh, but luckily Johnny managed to change the Silver Surfer's mind or something, so she's going to finish Galactus off.
Yeah.
So fair enough from Johnny. Like I said, MVP.
Yeah, once again, Johnny, like, MVP.
I mean, he did. It is actually weird how much he did. Also, I think he's good too. Like, actually, I like Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm quite a bit because also he's not the this is gonna sound weird, but there's a point to it. He's not the most handsome bloke. He even said, literally, we went with our friend James, and James almost thought it was Fred from the old Scooby-Doo movies, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. He did look like it. I believed him.
Yeah, I didn't because I knew it wasn't.
Maximum by the eye of Agamotto.
But he still carried it off, and I just think through like he's got like is it Archie?
Dump me on support. Take it.
Not Tintin, but that kind of. He's got like that vibe of what was considered really handsome in like the 60s and 70s or 60s, I'd say. And I did think he was just very fun. I don't have a problem with it. I think, look, I said it yesterday. He's not a bad actor, but I think Pedro Pascal is probably the weakest of the cast. I think.
Yep. Like I think is when I saw the trailer, like in the Sue Storm kind of like weird warpy thing, I think she looked really odd. But like when she isn't doing that and that isn't all over the screen, she looks very like yeah, that's Sue.
Yep, she's very believable, Sue Storm.
Like that.
Both her and Joseph Quinn, very good. They're both British, so very good American accents. Oh, wow. Incredibly believable, and then just like obviously. Eben Moss-Bachrach as the Thing is entirely great casting. It's like, yeah, that's entirely good and fine. You could argue perfect, but it's like that's sort of arbitrary. And obviously he was underutilized, but it's still like this is very good casting. Love this voice. I love that he was Jewish. I love that he was Jewish. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he didn't really say that he was,
yeah.
but obviously Ben Grimm is Jewish. It's weird that he went to the place. I forgot the name, but it was almost implying that he wasn't there for religious reasons. But Ben,
yeah.
But then there's Pedro, and he's not bad. And I do think he is doing a slight voice of some kind, because he even said I think that he started doing like a much more like transatlantic accent, like hey, like that kind of voice. And I think it's the remnants of that. Almost. It's slightly different to how he normally talks. But yeah, he's just like the most... He's the thing that made me think they don't have as much confidence in this film as they should when he got cast.
Yeah.
Because look, they're all well known at this point, like certainly by this point, but Pedro Pascal is like, most employed man in Hollywood at the moment, pretty much. So anyway, if you want to do a thing, I'd do it from up here.
Fly through the building or don't.
I thought about it, but I didn't actually see that it was like I didn't register it as a gap. I didn't register it.
It's good to know we can get pulled out of that actually. In fairness.
Yeah, I didn't know what did that.
Or did you drop me? Yeah, okay, yeah. So it was literally that he pulled us out. Yeah, I mean, we're just losing because no one wants to go support. They only won because they had triple support, and we had Ultron not triple support.
We are undefeatable.
Yeah, no. But no, I'm just thinking about it. It just like it genuinely it feels like a 1 or 2 chapter long, maybe 3, original comic where the stakes and like everything just feels so low. Generally, like it's like ultimately Galactus was just another thing that they could just solve. Like it was just like just like the Mole Man, they got rid of Galactus. That's it. Like he's just gone now, and it just didn't sit right. Like they just didn't feel impactful. I just don't like the movie. I just genuinely like. There is no real value to be had, I think, in that movie. Like, other than visuals, it's just all flash.
Or a mouth and no trousers.
It's like, oh, Galactus, he's unstoppable, he's unbeatable. Oh wait, angry mum, gone.
Yeah, but at least they didn't.
And then
Well,
also,
hold on.
and then also that scene, I was like, oh, hurry up, hurry up! I know the fucking baby is gonna revive her. Hurry up! Like, it was so annoying. It was just like, come on.
At least it was the
Like,
baby.
it's so obvious that was gonna happen.
It's such a tired trope.
Like,
Is
I
the CP? You can literally call it the CPR trope. I would. Where it's like failing to resuscitate someone,
like,
and then they just
Sue
do.
Storm is not going to die. Like, are you fucking stupid? Stop pretending.
Well,
no one is falling
Yes, I think really the entire point was just like, I would say it's revealing the baby that the baby had powers, right? Which obviously for most people not reveal, first of all, but it doesn't look like that anyway. It's gonna sound stupid because obviously it was the baby, but it's really the baby kind of just crawls on her and then she just wakes up. There's no visual cue.
It was like eyes. Her eyes went funny. Like they had like a weird energy to them. I don't know. But yeah, no, fucking genuinely pissed me off.
I would say at least it was that and not
so
how the trope
fucking
normally plays out, which is literally just like someone fails to resuscitate someone, but then they don't, or then they just wake up, right? At least it was the baby. It did go way too long. That to me was, because I think I said a while ago, I think this is going to be like a much more a very sincere movie, and in a way that you said that I don't think that's necessarily what they need. I think it kind of avoided that in a lot of areas, but definitely not that one. It's like this: you're playing this far too straight. You're playing this too straight, like fucking idiots. I understand that certain tropes work, but this one isn't working right now, even though you are technically going to do it slightly differently. But everyone already expected that anyway. So no, I can dog on that moment very easily. I think it's pretty good. It is kind of also bittersweet that you could say like, oh, what the movie has done is at least introduce the Fantastic Four in a way that's unique to them. But it's like, is this world going to be lost though? Is this universe going to be abandoned?
It's just a demonstration of who they are, not an actual movie with merit. Like, it really just feels like it's like, okay, so this is what happens. Reed does this, and like Sue does this, and Thing does nothing, and like Thing just looks like that. That's his thing. Like, it's just, it was so boring. It was just so boring. Like, halfway through, I was just waiting for an interesting twist. Like, genuinely, I was like, okay, so when is this gonna get interesting? Like, when is it gonna subvert? Like, alright, so they met Galactus at the beginning. Okay, so that means there's gonna be like a new surprise threat, like, later on? No. It's just Galactus this whole time. The dude who they like got away from was relatively, it's like only this really Silver Surfer was a problem.
I mean, you definitely do. I think this is going to be a very fair assessment. I hope you pretty much view media as just stories, and like that's the only important thing, or the only thing that's going to give you enjoyment is what happens in the narrative, rather than what happens with the physical medium that you're watching.
Yeah, because like...
Which is why it's weird that you don't read, which is basically... Because that's... Well, no. That's where it comes from as well, because it's like, comics, they kind of just like... all of the exciting visuals is 90% of it's in the imagination anyway, because you're basically just imagining what's happening between the panels, right? It's like all that really matters is how engaging, surprising the narrative is. But I'm just saying, I'm just like, I like the music and the vibes, and I like just seeing actual physical sets for once in a Marvel movie. I like the costumes, and it's a fairly.
I think as long as it looks good, I don't give a shit on how it's got
Yeah.
done, really.
Also, I do think the conceit is there's not. I've been through this loads of times. I'm not a guy who really. I don't care for twists that much in general, but I do care for at least an interesting narrative conceit. Which is really just that they're having a baby and the Galactus wants the baby. It's, you know, because like it's that is the twist. The initial threat is, oh, Galactus is coming.
The twist being what people knew was going to happen like ages ago. Like, I don't even think it was a spoiler. I think people just saw that coming. Like, when they knew Franklin was going to be in it, they theorized that was going to be the plot. That's the twist. The plot that people predicted like months ago. Like,
yeah, but the point of a twist, is the effect that it has on narrative, not just that the twist happened. It's like, okay, we knew that this just was going to happen, but like it still affects. I mean, there's nothing worse than a twist that is literally just like a person shows up that you weren't expecting to. Because that's not a twist; that's just a surprise.
Sure.
It does change the narrative, like their approach to the situation pretty significantly. That Galactus wants their child. So it's more like a narrative turn than a twist.
Which which the interesting part is that, you know, when the world basically reacted like, wait, you won't sacrifice your child to save us, and then that's waved away with like one speech. Like really, the entire world is okay with them risking the world just for one baby. That's because of that speech. The entire world in unison will come together to build this thing because they don't want to give away one baby. Fuck off. It better have set in an alternate reality.
Well,
that is
but this is why it's really difficult to write things. We should be allowed to write things that are unbelievable in comparison to our reality, though, and that is. But it's like, it doesn't mean it's not. That doesn't mean it's perfectly done. But I'm just saying, the world coming together to build the bridges. That for me was, by the way, that was the funniest part of the movie for me. Because I'm very conscious of the world and how things are. Like, that would never happen. But I'm also just like, they have presented a world that has more faith in these people than it doesn't, and a much more hopeful world than our own. Yeah. They didn't do none of the work that you needed to do that.
But then they did still I would have been fine if even genuinely when they said that they would sacrifice their babies, that the world was like, yeah. Then it was okay, these people, they are unquestionably faithful to the Fantastic Four. They will not doubt a single fucking thing. They will ride or die Fantastic Four fans.
Yeah.
But they're not. They were like, hold on a minute. No, they can't do that. That's stupid. And then they.
I mean, it's better than that and have the world that we want them to save be okay with child trading, basically. You don't want them not on the Fantastic Four side. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's perfectly done, but I'm also not saying that they shouldn't have told the story they were trying to tell. It's like, I don't be like, oh, just do something else. It's like, no, I like the idea. And you didn't do none of the work that you needed to do to earn it. But you didn't do all the work either. But I'm also a sucker for just people coming together and planning montages. So the stuff of them building the bridges and that kind of thing. I don't know. I like it. It reminds me of the beginning of Pacific Rim.
They look like they mean business.
They did lightly tease Doctor Doom actually throughout the movie a little bit. To be fair, Latveria is just not present at hearings and meetings and things. It's just an empty chair. I like that, but I do, because that's what's so weird about Doctor Doom. Because it's the kind of thing where you should still explain what the view is on Doctor Doom and Latveria in this world. Like, is he Doctor Doom yet in their world, or is it a surprise that the guy showed up as in like a metal mask at their house? You know. Speaking of which, post-credit scenes. I did say what the second one would be. I was not surprised. Problem is, there's still a non-zero chance that it is something important. They have definitely done more than one future tease scene before, but it's rare though. It is rare. It's usually this way. It's usually the important one first, then a gag. But it's just like, what? I mean, I can't really blame the important one for not being too substantive. Like too substantive. It's like, yeah, it's just kind of got to show that. Show Doctor Doom a little bit, and that's what it was. It was a little bit. And then I just remember, oh wait, but it's Robert Downey Jr. Because I was looking at it, I was like, is there like anything inherently like wrong with the design? It's obviously not really showing the design, but there's a guy in a dark green cloak. But you do see the mask. It's like, I mean, nothing about this looks wrong. It will when if he were, it would have done if he turned his head and you see who's playing him.
The final 10 seconds. Get that vehicle moving again. Now I see them.
Yeah.
We
Like, I don't know. So far it's fine.
Sorry? What did you say? Do not.
I am ready to put on a show.
I don't care. I am Groob. Well, I think people are still going to be a lot happier with this, certainly, than you are.
People also like that.
Well, they also I saw something about MVP animations and how they might be.
Yeah, there isn't one.
They might start doing much less of them because they're making.
Considering people complain about the specificity and like, yeah, none of those, none of the new skins have MVPs. Like all of those Fantastic Four ones are, they don't have one. Which is odd because you could have just made one for all of them, but. Like they did with Future Foundation, but it didn't.
Oh yeah.
They did make a Galacta bucket, like popcorn head spray, which I find kind of funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you know the Galactus.
You said something about Galactus that made me think. I couldn't actually remember if he. I was like, wait a minute, did he not say anything during the third act?
He spoke
during the third act.
No, he did.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Not much. He called them like clever insects when he like saw that they'd switched out.
Yeah.
Like
the old switcheroo.
But that's what I mean, dude. It's like the thing is, I ever expected Galactus to be very quiet, but as soon as they met Galactus, he law dubbed. He was very talkative, which is accurate. I don't think Galactus isn't this silent evil being. He is down to talk about how the fact that he is just so hungry and he will do anything.
He is a
like he's willing to talk.
Talker.
He ultimately negotiates with Reed. That's what happens when they first meet. Reed basically builds a fucking reality nuke, and he's like, "Alright, I will fuck off if you don't press that button." Like we can talk about this. Like I do think ultimately they should have just negotiated with him. Like that's the thing, because even though I said this is like a like an old comics, I do also think in the same way it's very movie-fied to its negative. Like I do think some of the movie elements are like some of the worst.
Oh, you mean of like what sort of how movie plots move along?
Yeah, like the ending has to be big and explosive, and they have to be really to like the last edge of their rope, like this climatic. It's like, dude, like I don't know. I think. If you want accuracy, they should have like, I don't know, like try to talk with Galactus more than once is probably
my
my
yeah. Well, yeah.
goal.
I mean, look, frankly, it probably wasn't long enough, film. Which I know obviously sounds weird when you say, like, I got bored at points, but maybe you still understand. Especially with, like, The Thing. Because The Thing, the reason why he's not much for... Well, no, he's much... I think we got it right. He's definitely a character. He just doesn't have a lot to do. And that's literally just because he just wasn't really involved in the plot. But at the same time, he didn't have his own side story either, because they clearly tightened up the film, where it's like, we don't really want side stories unless they're serving the plot, like Johnny's, you know, of figuring out that language.
Yeah.
Thing was clearly going to have more scenes, but they wouldn't have served, like, the Galactus, you know, situation. And that is actually fair when you look at clearly what I don't think changed. I reckon the third act probably didn't change very much though, which meant that he didn't do very much, which meant, like, oh, we also don't really have much of a reason to build his character up that much because he's not that impactful in the action either. Like, oh, so you just didn't really make this movie for The Thing, unfortunately. It's very clear to me. You made it for the Fantastic Four, and then he was last in line, even though they should all be equal.
What lobby, by the way? Wait, why 1 and 0 is kind of embarrassing.
You had to say that. You had to say... I did crash. I did crash.
I did. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, no, a fucking. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't get any. It was also, I was sitting, I was like, while I was trying to sit on it, which was surprisingly early for me. I think, you know, walking or going out in any way, shape, or form was a
Whoa!
Plus, I woke up like an hour earlier just in case. But fucking. Like, I thought about it, and I really. What is the MCU's problem with big guys who punch? Like, I'm sorry, but like, you fucking kill Gilgamesh. Hulk hasn't done a single thing since his intro movie and all the first Avengers, if you want to be generous. Like, if fucking, bloody, The Thing now is what didn't do any damn thing in this movie. It's like, what's going on here, man?
I'm not sure I would apply exactly what I'm about to say to this movie specifically, but definitely it's feeding into what they did with The Thing. I think it's because this is a really weird part of, like, you know, of Marvel that they're working with that they've decided to not do properly because for some reason, I don't know, I think they latched onto it early on as, like, we should downplay the big sort of heavy, like, you know, brawler characters because we'll be more artistically valuable if we don't just have guys punch stuff or some shit. It's like a very early, like, guideline that they put out for themselves. It's like, let's do less guys just punching because it's too, like, actual fun or something like that. It's like, we'll make better films if we don't just have guys punch stuff. It's like, yeah, but you've been making nothing but slop for 5 years anyway, though. So just have The Thing punch Galactus into a fucking wormhole or something. Because, do you think, how much would have changed? How much would have changed? Because obviously I don't think they were going to change, ever change the Silver Surfer thing. I think that works.
If Galactus getting knocked into a wormhole was when he said it's golden time and he, like...
Well, hold on. That would have been the first time, though. The Silver, they still would need the Silver Surfer, right? But the first time he knocked him into the portal, that was when that was the clobbering time thing. How much would that have changed? How much would that...
If the ending was actually they all come together and like fucking, like, you know, Sue's like holding Galactus back, and then like Reed sets up a big fucking like trebuchet, and like the Human Torch like pushes it back, and then, like, you know, the Thing is on it and he gets launched.
It's like over a ledge or something, so he has to put it back. He has to be able to fly to do it because it's like otherwise they'll just put him. You know, they're like on top of a building, so then he can pull it back even though there's no ground there.
Yeah.
And they launch the Thing right at Galactus.
Yeah, and he screams it's clobbering time, and he, like, to be honest, also I don't think he nailed it when he did say it. Like, I don't know what it is, but like I think this dude who did the thing in this got the aura of its Cobra time a lot better than the movie fella. And I like him.
Oh
and I
yeah,
like the
yeah.
character,
Well,
but he kind of
if we're
rushed
comparing
it.
though,
Like it's Cobra time is like a long. You could do it like it's a big thing, but he's like it's Cobra time, and it's like it's a
if
bit
we're
quick.
comparing though, this is a Eastern game. They exaggerate things. And this is a line you're going to hear a lot, so it needs to be always exciting. That's just my explanation for why this is the way it's in this game. I still think they could have done it better in the movie. But that's because there should have been more of it. It should have been early. That when they did it the first time, that should have been the only time I should say. It should have been quite a bit earlier, so they had time between for him to actually have a moment where he does it completely of his own volition, and that's much more like impassioned. Or something. If anything, it would have made more sense
like
if they did it that way. Johnny,
he still should have
If they did what I said, then it would have actually been Johnny who said it or something actually as well. And it's like and then it comes down to Ben wanting to say it instead of someone else. Because it's like, which it definitely was. Like I even though the actual it wasn't that impactful, I do like the moment of him like. Say it! And he's like, I'm not going to say it. No! No, Johnny! No! Say it! It's like, I think that's really fun. But then it's like actual impact. And it is weird that they just give him the beard.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, like, thing is, because I sent you it on Instagram, if you might have seen it. And again, you don't tend to watch
I actually do.
But it was like, the dude who made the movie is a really big fan of the comics and that. So he should have known. He does know that it takes the thing, like, you know, like 100 or so years to grow it because he only ages like a week per year, generally.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of liberty that I think shows that you don't care though. You need to be. It's like sometimes people just change things. It doesn't mean you like this. It doesn't. It's not. That's not a disrespectful change, is what I'm saying. Like that's not the things. That's not the problem with the thing in this. I think that was literally just because he's a fan, so he wanted to be able to have him have a beard, you know?
Yeah, but it was also like going into it, I was kind of hoping that like, I don't know, I was expecting like during that whole, when they mentioned Time Warp, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be the point where the thing gets like sucked away, right? And he's going to, you know, have that like time where he grows the beard and shit. And then that just doesn't occur and he doesn't do anything. So it's like, I guess
if he got like knocked out of the ship while they're in like
something.
FTL or something, and so he gets like stranded in space.
Yeah. That is too much damage. They have too much damage. But yeah, no, got nothing out of that movie. It's nothing I couldn't have read. And I actually, like, when I was waiting for you, I did start reading it, but that's when you, like, ran past me. I was like, I'm gonna read the original comic.
The original Fantastic Four comics?
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah. The one with that green thing on the cover that you mentioned.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Woo! I never miss.
Thing is, I feel like I still didn't actually get to. When we were talking about the cast, I think I didn't really make the point that I think Pedro is the only weak link, though. Because I'm talking about everyone, because Galactus. I mean, we were on board with that very early on.
Yeah, Galactus.
And Silver Surfer. Obviously, people are gonna have a problem, but I think she was very good. I liked her voice. It's like very, you know, I wouldn't say menacing, but very foreboding. It's like very commanding, but you can also kind of tell that she's like not excited by what she's doing. She is literally just there to tell you that you're going to die. She's just.
Yeah, and then like that prayer thing was quite good. Where it's like basically just like, you know, spend your time with your loved one.
And then he like even like Mole Man, fun little fun fella.
Yeah.
The Fox is very good. I mean, I would love. That's another reason why I want Galactus back, because I really like that actor. And he's like. This is in terms of like the character that he's playing. This is like his most like high-profile role by far.
I feel like he could easily be in something I've watched and I wouldn't notice. He strikes me very much as
Well,
like
I brought it up a
a
couple
minion-type
times,
character in movies.
Because he's like the policeman in Kingsman. That's like a good example of that, literally.
Oh,
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
Um,
I thought you meant Mole
no,
Man.
no.
No love from me.
But yeah, he's done something like that before. It's actually a weird one. He was in like Harry Potter 6 and 8. I think the 6th and 8th movies. He's like one of Voldemort's guys. He doesn't say anything, which is crazy.
Which is a bit odd considering it's
Yeah.
his voice. That's probably why he got the role. Which then again, when he first talked, it really actually didn't sound much like him. He didn't have like that like accent that he normally has. But the second time when he like called them like, you know, smart ants or whatever, that did sound like him. That had
Well,
his, like,
well, that's what I like.
twist to his
'Cause
voice.
yeah, I would agree. He kind of is. He's kind of taking his accent out a little bit. It's kind of like his voice, but like on a emotion less, you know, a more cosmic entity, literally. So it's not going to have a British
Less
accent.
human, like not an accent.
Yeah, yeah, and I
place,
think that
yeah.
worked quite well. No, it was great, and also it also did look like him. I mean, you probably don't have his face particularly committed to memory, but it did look like him. Oh, fair
Yeah, I
enough.
do. It's like a.
He does have a long, saggy face. Yeah, yeah. He was also in that movie, though, like The Creator. He's like a general, and he's just very cool. He's just very good at delivering like cool, like you got to go on a mission dialogue. We've got a mission for you, kind of thing.
Consider yourself conquered.
He was dead before my fist hit him.
So I saw at the
Yeah.
premiere they had the
No,
original with
I-
Fantastic and the
That's
original
why I
Silver
wanted
Surfer.
more of him.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
of him
definitely.
talking, more of him actually being in it, or like I don't know. It feels like that there should be more of him. That's the main thing. It feels like it's gonna pick up the way we left off, which is why it feels like a comic. It feels like, you know, in another couple or so issues, there'll be like Show Galacta coming back, like Galactus.
It's kind of weird that you
Like, oh, what's
you
Galactus
like
up to?
accidentally call him Galacta is
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I know why. I know
Yeah,
why you're doing it, but
um,
it's like ooh.
Well, come on, I'll take that away.
Yeah, it almost feels, in some ways, it like feels like the movie. It's almost like they streamlined it more than they should have done.
God.
It's like let's make it tighter and sort of less grand, almost, than it could have been. Because they wanted like a quick, like
Yeah.
more popcorny movie than I feel like the director wanted. I imagine because that's usually how it goes. I saw like a take that was like this movie was good, but it feels like it was edited by the Hat Man. The Hat Man being Kevin Feige.
I mean, Kevin Feige seems to have taken a lot of like.
Well, yeah,
personal
which is why he definitely have a lot of
So he
sway
definitely
over.
seems
Like,
to,
look, I don't think any Marvel director is getting final cut, which means like the director themselves is one who approves the final version of the film. I don't think any of them get that. I don't think this guy. I think Matt Shackman should. Because he directed WandaVision as well, and you can see a lot of that. I think.
Yeah, style. Like he's
very good at
like,
rendering
he's
eras.
able to adapt. Yeah, like a certain time period.
Yeah. But then also at the same time, there's more than just that, I think, of him, because I think it makes sense that the movie was more interesting before the third act, when you look at WandaVision. The way it kind of devolves.
Yeah, I don't think he's good at. I don't think he's good
No.
at combat,
I would agree.
right? Or
I
fight
think he would do
action,
he would like make like a
fight
killer, like straightforward supernatural series that's like not an MCU thing.
Yeah, just a timepiece, like just something set at a different time, which is just
Twin Peaks
yeah,
or something.
but like some weird shit like that. Yeah, but like not. He just doesn't. It just wasn't interesting. That's really my. Like I genuinely I don't get that the originals are so poorly reviewed and this is so highly reviewed. Like I, if given the choice, would watch that original movie any day over this new one.
Oh, that's well. Then
Like-
I'd ask which one. Did you watch both of them? Yeah.
Yeah, the Silver Surfer.
Or which one do you
as well.
prefer out of those?
And this is completely ignoring Fantastic. Probably,
I think I'm even saying that, which is always surprising because that's the thing. At the time, the take at least was that the Silver Surfer one is better.
The Silver Surfer himself is interesting because, like, with the first movie, it's mostly them getting their powers, so that's kind of the whole like plot, right? But the second movie, they've obviously got used to their powers, and then they have to create new kind of problems, which involves the Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer is good. But I feel like what people forget is that they, in that movie, gain the ability to switch around their powers, and the ending is Johnny taking everyone's powers and becoming this CGI mess. And that is what people ignore. I think it's funny, and I do still enjoy it, to be honest with you, but it isn't good. But the first movie, I liked. Like, it was just a very simple Fantastic Four versus Doom, and that's kind of the be-all, end-all. And I liked the Thing in it. He was sad, which, while not mandatory for the Thing, like, is, you know, a pretty important
I mean, how
element
much does the Thing do
like,
action-wise in those films?
Well, he doesn't, you know, not Galactus, but he picks up like a car, like from pulling off, like he's holding it.
Well, those
like,
were.
yeah,
I think I
like,
did
don't
like
know,
some of the
it's just
moments actually
more-
in this film, though. I think they did. They didn't go all the way, but they did still have the Thing. There was a like a minute or so where he was trying, and he was like he threw a truck and then swung like a crane. But obviously, neither of those things did anything.
Yeah, and then Galactus, the truck didn't do anything, and then Galactus grabbed the cane and threw him into space, where Johnny saved him. Like, he would have suffocated in space if Johnny didn't grab him. Like, he's the only person that would have, like, died during
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I can't. I
Like,
literally
because
cannot.
ultimately, Galactus was just after the child.
Yeah.
That was really it. Like, he didn't give a shit about finishing
Yeah,
anyone
I
else.
cannot argue
Like-
against your your theory or the perceived the anti-brawler agenda. I can't. I see it.
Because also, I thought about it, and I was like, I mean, do any movies get it right? But Daredevil and Daredevil 2.
Oh, Deadpool. So Colossus
Deadpool, yeah.
and Joker.
Colossus and then Colossus
hell
versus
yeah.
Juggernaut and Juggernaut in general. Like, those were good fights. And in the first one, it was Colossus and that woman. That was still pretty good. They were just tough people smacking the shit out of each other. And yeah, that was good. I liked that quite a lot. But guess who? Juggernaut was in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
remember that?
so I mean that's yeah. Well, it's Deadpool Wolverine though, and they took the version from X-Men Last Stand, who was kind of not particularly well received anyway, and it's like we're not really going to use him.
But it doesn't help my.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You can still use it.
Well, it does.
Yeah, sorry, I should say it helps. It does help the agent. You can still use it. I'm not going to stop you from using it.
Yeah.
I think that is a nice thing to think about is when it's been done well, though.
The first Hulk movie is.
Oh,
good,
the first
and I
MCU
keep an eye on that hill.
one.
Even then, yeah, well, yeah, but I want to see this.
The other one.
Like something choose.
What?
right?
No.
Like,
What's wrong? Are you trying to say the director's
not?
name? Ang Lee.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. That's a simple question
I
about
could
it.
tell what you. Yeah. I haven't seen that one in ages.
I've never seen it.
It's weird. They do like comic book panel like transitions, like cuts.
Yeah, which I don't think is going to be a bad thing at all. And I've seen some of them. They are kind of funny. Like, it's just style. But then, yeah,
Venom.
the
Venom's
one
not
with,
terrible. They don't do a
White
bad
Cloud
job. I mean, Venom's also got more interesting powers.
Yeah, but they're a lot more symbiote than Brawler, I would say. A lot more, like, I think I remember the first dude, like, made a bunch of weapons out of himself. And that was kind of his
even
main
Colossus
thing.
in the older X-Men films, like in the Last Stand, is actually pretty good because they literally do the Wolverine fastball thing like twice in that as well.
Yeah, I do. I think I should.
I think you would like them. I think they are very much so in the vein of those older Fantastic Four movies, but I would say most people say they were well received at the time. They were liked at the time as well.
It seems like there's going to be a lot more like characters.
Yeah,
using their
it's
powers,
it's very
you know what
much
I mean?
that.
'Cause
It's
that's
like a
the
lot of
point.
it's a lot of power stuff, and like let's see what we can actually do on screen, like in a movie. Magneto's pretty great power wise, I'd say actually.
Yeah.
There's a really, I think if you're gonna do it, there's one. I think it's generally considered one like the best fight from those movies is in X-Men 2, which is Wolverine versus Lady Deathstrike. She's basically got like 5 long claws is her thing. But yeah, like they like nails.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of want to rewatch them as well. I think I should, 'cause, you know, especially because it'd be interesting to get the feel for Cyclops again, because he's like perceived as like someone who really got sidelined because Hugh Jackman got so much more famous than James Marsden. I think it's kind of the take, and that's why Cyclops was on, because they killed Cyclops like right at the beginning of X-Men 3, the third film. I think he's gonna be back because it's in Days of Future Past is what they actually do ends up like changing the timeline in some way. So he is back, but still, Cyclops does kind of get the short end of the stick. Because they also have like even the first one. Obviously, the first one's actually like 2000, I think. They still go for it. They've got like a full X-Men team. They've got a full like team of different like mutants as the villains, like Toad, Sabretooth, obviously Magneto, Mystique. There's that really stupid line that Storm says to Toad, which I actually think is good, and everyone else thinks it's bad. And she's like, it's like she literally just says, "You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? It's the same thing that happens to everything else." And then she just fucking like kills him, basically. And so I actually think I like that line. I don't know. I mean, it's campy because it is. But obviously, you know, there's also the other part of those films in that they really were not dedicated to the costumes. So, well, the Fantastic Four actually kind of was.
Yeah. Well, because once again, it feels like a comic. They got all that kind of shit. Like anything you would expect in a comic.
Yeah.
We've
also got in X-Men 2, you've got Nightcrawler, kind of a lot of Nightcrawler stuff, which they do very well. Oh, it's cool that he's coming back. Like, he's the most surprising one, I think, as far as he's coming back. Because he was only in one film. But yeah, that was our review of Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yeah. You should probably go watch it.
I would still recommend seeing. I would definitely still recommend seeing it. I mean, I would anyway. I liked it, but
if you're there just to see the
if all you want, let's just say, all you want is to just see the Thing, do Thing stuff. Is that literally all you want? Like straight up, no more elaborate than that. Like genuinely, it can be more literal. You actually probably shouldn't see it. But that is, I'm being so literal. So it's not going to be a very high number of people. But if you do somehow fall into that category, like I shouldn't say don't see it, but I'm going to tell you you're not going to get much out of it or anything. Pardon me. But still, I think this will end when this game finishes anyway. So we've got to talk about something else.
Alright. Yeah, but I was like
already were, weren't we?
Yeah. Fucking all of the characters that are big guys who punch hard in the MCU have been done dirty, and I think anyone who else like who falls under that hasn't really. I guess Abomination as well is something I thought. Like he's also been treated as nothing but a joke since his loss. But
Red Hot. Well, I mean, I guess so. You are counting villains.
I don't even know that, but yeah, I mean, he probably isn't treated too well, I imagine.
I am ready to put on a show.
Let's see. Do you think you'll watch that film?
I mean, I'm gonna have to. Like, I do intend to watch all the movies just to have an opinion on them all. Because also, I thought about it. Like, I wouldn't mind breaking down like all of the, like, I don't know what you call them. Because obviously it's like trilogies, but then some of them are like more than three rather, and some of them are just two. Like all the trilogies in the MCU, like what actually comes out, like.
So hold on. Would you put Groot in this category? Oh, you probably wouldn't, would you? Because he's Mike Venom. Groot.
So what?
No, it's just the brawler thing. Heavy guys.
Oh no, obviously not. Yeah, but you're not getting the point then. Because does Groot go in and punch things?
No, which is why it does need to be outlined more specifically, because I think people could almost think like, oh, so it's simply like Captain America and stuff. It doesn't, does it? It's like, this is people who... Oh, it does it though, because Gilgamesh is just the same size as a normal person. Because I was starting to think it was about size.
First of all, no, he's not.
He's not huger, he's not bigger than a big guy. He's a big guy. He's not the Hulk. He's just a big...
Damn it. He's as big as you could get as a normal dude. But no, I mean, no, but at least, no, you, like, Cap has the shield. He doesn't, you know,
Okay.
He only punches when the shield's doing something else.
I think I thought I glossed over. It's punching. Punching's very important here. Punching.
It's just like a big brute. Just as like, oh, I'm gonna head in and punch like my solution. Like that's all of them. It's like, there's a problem, I'm gonna punch it, and like hopefully it'll sort itself out. Like,
Yeah.
that's the mood.
Something which I think Borderlands respects it. Rick is a well-treated character.
Worst films in the history of mankind. Yeah, no, fucking. Yeah, honestly, I don't get much at all out of the MCU at this point in time, in that regard, and it only made it worse by the fact that I've read the Immortal Hulk, and how fucking much like I forgot what it's like, because I never really knew, because I never read a comic from with the Hulk. It was like, oh shit, he's like cool and like wins fights, and it's like interesting. Like, are you aware?
No, probably not.
That the MCU has not touched any actual Hulk lore. Like, actually none.
Well, is the original backstory not pretty much the same?
Barely the Hulk. No, because like the thing is, do you know why the Hulk exists?
Are you talking about the gamma self thing or something else?
I'm not even inherently, because there's obviously a lot of this is technically new. Like, I'm not even sure if it was like post MCU. Like, I think Hulk was already in it, but like, you know, like who the Hulk is.
I'm gonna have to answer no, because I don't really know where this is going.
Because the Hulk is Banner.
Yeah.
It's just Banner has. Oh well, you're not in this.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say. I didn't expect you to necessarily queue though. I didn't necessarily expect...
Banner has multiple personalities, like many personalities. That's what Hulk is. Hulk is just, like Split. Right?
I haven't watched it, but
that.
I should. But yeah, I do.
But you know the concept, right? And you know how like one of them is like a fucking monster.
Yeah, one of them's literally called literally the Beast. Yeah, he's like.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, that's James McAvoy as Professor X from the X-Men prequel films. He's awesome. Yeah. He's an amazing actor. But he's crazy.
But yeah, no, he is literally. That's what Hulk is. Hulk is just an alternate personality that Banner has, and like he when he was abused by his father as a child, he repressed his rage about it until the gamma hit him, and it basically manifested itself as the Hulk. And you want to know how much of that is in any way represented in the movies?
It's not represented,
None.
but it's
He never once talked about his father, who is the main source of his powers and who Hulk is. Also, and this is kind of taken roughly from the Immortal Hulk. Professor Hulk is also another personality, like his own personality, like that. Like he's not inherently Banner or Hulk because there's multiple Hulks. And Joe Fixit is also his own personality.
Oh yeah, well I knew that.
And,
We talked about Joe Fixit recently. I very much so knew he was a separate personality.
Yeah, but like
And Maestro.
the only
as well,
real
then,
thing
guess.
I think, I think Maestro is literally just Hulk in the future. Like that's just what happens to him once like the other personalities stop appearing. Basically, I think like it's just what takes over. But fucking. Yeah, no. And it's just like, at this point in time, I don't think anyone in the MCU knows or cares about how the Hulk works. Like, I genuinely, like, I think there's like, the highest chance that probably the only one who gave a shit was Edward Norton.
And you got it. Hold on.
The fucker who played it. Yeah, because I know that was the problem. That's why he got, like, fired from the role, because it's like the same with Bella and Geralt.
Well, Edward
Like,
Norton is notoriously
he
difficult to work with anyway, apparently. But
Yeah.
that's because he always has his own ideas. Is what it seems to be. From like that's like the recurring thing.
Yeah.
And so in this case, it does not seem like he was off base with what he wanted to do. So
Yeah, so it's just fucking. I don't know. It just pisses me off that, like, I don't think the MCU. I wouldn't say as a whole, but generally the MCU doesn't do anything with the characters that the comics don't do better. And that is to say, I think the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are probably exceptions. I wanted to get around to reading it, but the
as far as I can tell, the
ended now, so I've
exceptions
got to
are the
wait
Guardians
until
of the
I get money.
Galaxy and also the Winter Soldier specifically. My understanding, because he's basically
it seems
he's
like
more
that
like a
whole
Robin
plotline.
character almost in the comics. He's basically like this kid sidekick of Captain America's. This is an old version. Obviously, he's changed now to match the movies, but most people consider
definitely
that a
quite
much
few
better
characters.
version of Bucky, basically. Which makes sense.
Yeah, and imagine like, then like I feel like probably like Iron Man's arc and all that. Like there is stuff the MCU did well, but nothing of recent. Like
Not
that's my
recently,
problem
for
with.
sure.
Then if we're bringing it really round back, like the Fantastic Four movie is literally it's just a live action comic, like an old live action comic. That's like really like. It is like if a manga gets an anime
Well, the
adaptation.
most merit it
Like,
has
it
is them just having the right factors coincide, so they could do that basically that second act like space sequence in a way that looks real enough, right? Where that's basically the best version of that kind of thing, visually speaking. Because if that doesn't look
make
perfect, it's not really worth doing. Which is why you can tell that's where most of the special effects budget went. Because like them like slingshotting around a star, like there's no reason to do that if you can't make it look fantastic. Fuck. As in, I think that's where comics struggle, or not struggle. I'm just saying that there's not many things where live action has the upper hand. But live action only has the upper hand in those situations though when it's done perfectly. Though that's the problem. But when it is done perfectly, I think it definitively has the upper hand in terms of portraying those kind of things. But only when done perfectly. Yeah. And I think it was done perfectly for that sequence. I guess this would make the idea of them rebooting more attractive, you know, because like they literally like Kevin Feige's literally like, oh, we're like literally basically going to reboot after Secret Wars. It's like, but he also says the current plan goes up to 2032, and so I'm thinking like, oh, so Kevin, your plan to go to 2032
continuing.
Like, is it not
series,
obvious that what should
right?
be happening here is like, if you're saying you're in a reboot, shouldn't you be rebooted, Kevin? No offense. No offense, but come on.
Yeah.
Give some pass the
Like,
hat
I feel
down.
like thing is, I really like most of the things that Kevin Feige's like says. Like he's like says quite a few things that I agree with generally, where it's like, yeah, those are the problems with these things, or yeah, that is like ideally the way you move forward. But it just doesn't seem like what he says ever comes to fruition or like means anything. Like I think he does know and care a lot about all the characters and that. But like I genuinely think that each character or like part of the mythos should have someone specifically assigned to keep track of their storyline and characters and like.
Well, they do. I don't know their names,
right?
but they do have this for the divisions of Marvel Studios. But Marvel Television has its own person.
Which is
Marvel
not-
Animation has its own person.
which isn't good. I mean, it's fine. It's a step towards, but that's not. It's only going to create more divide between those mediums, which will mean each individual medium will probably hold up better. Like the shows will be probably better without having to rely on the movies or vice versa, right? The shows connect. You can probably become a Marvel show watcher only. It's
I mean,
probably a
is
future
it fair
that
to
they're
say
heading
Loki?
towards,
They've done
right?
stuff with Loki that the comics really haven't done, or not quite, or at least there's a lot of merit at least in what they've done.
I never heard about the TVA
Um,
until the Loki show, which makes
I
you
don't.
think
I don't
I assume they
know.
must
I
be
don't. Actually, I actually
influenced,
don't. I
uh,
don't know for sure. Actually, about that. I don't.
Yeah, they don't tend to come up with their own things, as a rule of thumb, though, really. But who knows? But yeah, no. But then, like, the Loki show impacts it's impacted like at least 2 movies, I think. I mean, definitely Deadpool Wolverine. They're like an active part of it. But then I imagine with the killing of Kang, or the what end of the time, or whatever his name was in that, that probably affected
Victor Timely.
Quantum Mania.
Oh no, sorry, not the one. The one who waits. Or he who waits.
Yeah.
Wrong variant.
But,
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like someone who like makes sure that there is no character that doesn't need to be in a movie, or whenever they're in a movie, they are working towards their overall goal. If you know what I mean, like how Thor has been basically has not had anything to do. It's not really been doing anything. Like it's just like even his arc, like basically someone who could have told the people involved in Endgame that they shouldn't do that with Thor. Is basically the point. Like someone who is the guiding authority of a character's plot throughout the movies. Because I think generally speaking, Feige had a finger on the pulse on Cap and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right?
They are considered
Like,
very
their
good.
arcs, their arcs from their first movie to Endgame are pretty fucking perfect,
Oh yeah.
right? Like their transformations as people, and like their clashing thereof are the lifeblood of the MCU that early on, and it is the problem that Feige doesn't have that with any other character since. Like he has no idea how to utilize anyone, and
Well,
it's just adding tons
To
of
that
people.
degree, because I think
And-
things like I think Loki has been a very well treated character as someone who's especially someone who's been around for so long as well. So
Yeah, but the problem is his arc is done, but also it isn't now, right? It's another one of those characters where arguably Loki should be fucking left there, right? That should be his ending. He took the self-sacrifice. He became the hero that he didn't even know he wanted to be, right? And he is, he's the most powerful being, but like it's not something he can do anything about, right? He is just like he sacrificed his life for the multiverse, and it's like that's such a good place to leave a character like Loki. And now we know from leaks or whatever, like chances are he's going to be brought back, and something is going to change, right? Like either he gets killed, which is going to be really fucking cruel, to be honest. Like again, really, or like, why would you bother? Or he's going to be dethroned, or he is going to just actively participate in ways that he probably shouldn't, and like kind of devalues like what he did. Like if he actually like gets off the throne and intervenes and starts like quipping with everyone, it's like, okay, so your sacrifice didn't mean anything. Like you just did that, and then you can go back on it. But it's like, the person in charge of Loki, or probably more likely the Thor mythos. Like he was in charge of Loki and Thor and fucking Korg, I guess. But those people, which ultimately would have been Taika Waititi, but probably wouldn't be anymore. Like that, they would make sure that you don't completely ruin Loki's, arc, or actually make sure that Thor has won. Instead of now, it's just the movie character people and the TV people. They're gonna have a problem. Is it's like the TV team is going to be like, all right, we want Loki to be here, but the movies are like, no.
Well, there's also the
the
suggested pivoting of TV towards being mostly street level stuff anyway, from here on out. So that the guy who is like in charge of it, he wasn't really involved in Loki. He's like a new position.
Yeah.
Loki was just something that was luckily very good despite the leadership situation at the time. Because they kind of did say that the live action TV stuff will be pretty grounded from here on out, which is why I'm not surprised that Moon Knight got renewed. Actually, when I think about it, to be fair, and I would love for Moon Knight to actually cross over with the the Netflix characters who obviously shouldn't really call them that anymore, but
it's bound to happen. I think once he's done his arc where he's actually Moon Knight, because right now he isn't Moon Knight. It's like the main two personalities don't even know that the other one's still being Moon Knight. Like once he is aware that he is Moon Knight and like all the personalities are kind of together, then I think he can be displayed in other mediums.
Yeah, because there's no way they're not building towards a new Defenders series, as in not like a season 2, but like a new everyone on the street level coming together thing. But because of how they're doing things, that won't be a film. That will still be a TV thing. I don't know what it's going to look like.
It'll be like,
because we know Spider-Man can't be in it as well.
Show.
There's obviously that aspect of it. They can't use him in TV still.
Or you could do like a TV film special where it's like it is a film, but it's treated.
Oh my god! I obviously mentioned it yesterday about Spider-Man coming up, and it's like there's good things about that. Shang-Chi director for one. And obviously, people are worried about like Punisher being in it and getting nerfed and whatnot. Actual fights though, not nerfed.
Oh.
I didn't think about this.
The thing is I obviously.
Well, he's not a martial artist.
And
I know
for
that.
the most part because of the combat. Yeah, but so it's like it's a question of whether or not his clear like adeptness at hand-to-hand combat transitions well to Spider-Man's form of combat, and
because it's quite difficult. Because neither of them are martial artists. Because you have you actually have an acrobat and a brawler when it comes to like hand-to-hand with Punisher and Spider-Man. Neither of them are martial artists. I think it still works. You look at season 2. Punisher's got some really good stuff that is like really fast-paced, like one-shot like action sequences. But he's not doing like kung fu. He's doing his thing, and it works in like the style of like Daredevil's fight scenes, like the way it's shot, but not the fighting style. It still works. Honestly, I'm still like interested in that film. I mean, Spider-Man as well. Spider-Man. I'm still interested in what they're doing with Spider-Man
and Hulk. Hulk as a villain.
Well, the Joe Fixit thing that may or may not be real. Or was didn't it get changed that cool. It was like actually Savage Hulk? That's like
ready to serve.
Pretty
because that is also this is like Immortal Hulk, but like ultimately I think the only personality that Immortal Hulk adds is that there is like a deeper like ultimately the Hulk doesn't like hurt people. Like even the most savage Hulk has like very few pedestrian casualties.
Yeah.
like that kind of like argument.
Which is why I
Um,
like the idea
but
of
then,
it being
like,
Joe Fix
deep
It,
down-
to be honest. It's just
Yeah, but even Joe Fixit, he's like he doesn't hurt people. You know, he's a gangster boss, like you know, kind of mob boss, whatever, right? But he doesn't hurt people. But like in like Immortal Hulk, there is a Hulk deep down below who's ultimately the Hulk that loves Banner the most. Like he is the Hulk who like takes care of Banner, but in the way that he is willing to kill like anyone who hurts Banner. Like he is like the most evil ultimately. Oh my god, I just fucking headshot someone in that car. Yeah, there's something like a
Won't happen again.
oh my god, I headshot someone. Something like a fucking just yeah, a different personality of Hulk would be really good. Especially considering it would go against what I was complaining about earlier. That they actually understand how like Hulk works.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the kind of
This has shock and not gun.
oh, it doesn't sound like the kind of thing where Mark Ruffalo was given free reign for this one, you know, because it's like you've agreed to be in the Spider-Man film, you don't get full say over what Hulk is up to in this Spider-Man film because it's not a Hulk film or a Hulk show or an ensemble
plus
film. It's still a Spider-Man film. It's not an Avengers film. This is not about you, Mark Ruffalo.
Plus, at
Not
this
about
point in time, like Hulk is in a position where if he is as he isn't a villain, right? Like that's like he just isn't. He's Professor Hulk, or just Banner and then Professor Hulk. Like that's not how it works. But then, if he's a villain, that means something changes, right? Something has to change.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not a huge fan of like the supposed leak that the villain's actually like Silver Samurai or something, and not Mr. Negative. I hope that's not true because first of all, Silver Samurai's not even a Spider-Man villain, and Mr. Negative does like interesting stuff in terms of like creating other versions of characters. Like he created Anti-Venom, you know. I thought like as far as like a lore change for like why like how a different version of Hulk is created, that didn't sound like a bad idea to me. And because he's like working for this is a Hulk personality that's working for Mr. Negative. I really like that idea, but it's the case. But yeah, like I mean, Punisher being still fun. It's literally it's crazy. I just realised because which is why, by the way, it's crazy that they're filming Spider-Man right now, or like. Well, have been or will be. Actually, 100% sure. And that the Odyssey being like filmed already, but they're coming out pretty much at the same time. And it's like both Tom Holland and John Bernthal were like going to be in these massive movies around the same time of the year.
Yeah.
I like that. I know that they like each other. They got, they came up. They didn't come up together, but they were, instrumental as far as Marvel goes together because they filmed each other's auditions.
Yeah, weren't they like side by side?
No, they filmed each other's audition tapes that they sent in because they were working a film together at the time, so they know each other. So it should be actually fun, like as in they should be having a good time working together, which always is good. As in, I don't think the Spider-Man Punisher dynamic is going to be like off in any way, or like this is like weird that Punisher's in this like movie. It's like no, I think they're going to work together very well, actually.
I think because I don't know, like the Punisher strikes me like I would see like the Punisher obviously he doesn't like Red because he's kind of like half-assing it. He can see that like Red ultimately does want to kill those people. Like he can just.
Why
see
you just call him Red? I know what you're calling Red. So you don't call him Deadpool.
But no, it's more that like the way Punisher what he's called is that like he's like he just sees Daredevil wants to kill people. Like he sees it. He can see the bloodlust. He knows that they're the same deep down, but he just won't bring himself to do it.
Yeah.
He's
But like
coward,
Peter
basically.
does not. Well, not that Peter couldn't. It's not that he couldn't want to kill someone. He could want to kill someone, but he doesn't. He's not an inherently violent person. Matt is. But yeah, that likes hurting people.
That's like the whole thing where it's like Murdoch's got a demon in him, like that kind of thing. Like they have
Murdoch boys,
the urge to
definitely-
inflict harm on people.
Yes, yeah. But Peter Parker is actually a good person.
Yeah, he's just there to save people, and that's gonna be really the thing that pulls Punisher up, because it's like, oh well, I got another like pussy here who like won't do what needs to be done, but he's just gonna read that he's just a kid, right? Because also Punisher is like, it's not quite like implied to be as impressive as it is. The Punisher is the only person who completely saw through Daredevil's like fate, right? Like even like other people like Karen and that who met both of them like regularly, like did not see them as the same person. But Punisher,
I mean, yeah, it's because
just completely like
it's because he's a killer. That's why. So we can see it in other people.
Yeah. He gets like the same aura.
Like
yeah,
Karen's obviously
at the same time.
weird because she kind of is. I mean, she has killed, but she's not a fighter. She's not actually a violent person. She doesn't see through people in that way. But Frank is Frank literally lives and breathes murder, basically. And
Yeah, he sees it as the be-all end-all solution, like the only true way of dealing with someone.
yes.
And then Karen acknowledges that is true, considering she did it herself, but hates
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and like wishes she could be like Daredevil. And like
I wouldn't say Frank
looks
likes
down
it necessarily, but it doesn't need to. He just accepts it. It's just the way he sees things now.
Yeah.
I really do like those memes of like where it's like
Yeah.
Peter, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, and then like it's like, oh no, Mr. Punisher, no. It's like
I do think like it is going to be a bit of a if he doesn't kill anyone, it is purely because Spider-Man will successfully.
it is a fun way for that to work, because like Spider-Man is so like, obviously Daredevil does have enhanced reflexes, but Spider-Man is like way faster, and like he's basically Spider-Man's like
He will like
yeah.
Spidey sense
Yeah.
about to offer dude, and like will like web the gun before he fucking.
Or honestly, he's more likely to web the
Like,
guy out the way
the loot take.
that he's gonna kill.
The loot take. Yeah. Yeah, no. So I mean, it is good. I'm looking forward to that.
It's literally gonna be like one of those things.
And not even inherent. Because of
No.
at this point, I'm not stupid enough to get excited for the whole
No.
MCU.
I think it's okay to still be like. I think it's entirely fine to be excited about Spider-Man Punisher still. Punisher is doing great, actually. Punisher, when you really think about it. In terms of like content.
Punisher fans are eating hella good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun to.
Which, hey, who isn't a Punisher fan? Only people that have not seen those shows, really.
You could argue that too many people are Punisher fans. There's some police officers who probably shouldn't be. I mean, it's also going to be nice just to have one of those special presentation things, to be honest. I mean, I reckon it will be longer.
Yeah,
I think it will probably be about it'll
thing.
probably be at least an hour though, or something, a full hour, I reckon at least. Oh, I saw another thing about that recently. Do you remember Curtis from The Punisher? His friend, the black dude from The Punisher. He's the guy who was the medic, like when they were Marines, and so he's got a fake leg, He's back.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah,
back. It is good. Yeah, he's great. He grounds.
He is like
yeah.
the moral.
He's very important.
He is. Yeah. In his own show, he basically plays Daredevil. He
plays what Daredevil tries,
shoulder.
what Matt wishes he could be for Frank. But Curtis actually is that, and Frank doesn't try.
Not as unsuccessful
Yeah, but
as
Frank
each
doesn't
other?
try and bring Curtis down. Frank respects Curtis and almost wishes Curtis would succeed, I think. You know. I forgot about they get the influencer live stream being in pretty early actually with this guy. because he's live right now. He's live streaming.
I think I've reached the point where we stopped playing now on my main character, and
Oh, yeah.
they kind of really like ditched the honestly, it's just. I think it is actually the beginning that's worse than the rest is. I mean, obviously I've not finished it, but like so far, the characters are nowhere near as unbearable anymore. It's really the true thing. And,
Oh yeah, no, I do think this game gets better.
Motif is nowhere near as strong as it is here either. Like they do not play up the real life section at all. And they treat it a lot more.
No, I do think this game is better once you get off Pandora.
Vault map in my sights.
Get back up, Anthony. That's his name now.
Anthony.
The only good thing about Ant-Man. Because yeah, that's what I was thinking with the groups of movies thing. Is I think Guardians is the best. I still don't know the name. What I would call them.
What do you mean?
Trilogy.
Did you mean something else, or were you just struggling to
So
find
once
the
again,
word?
it's like I just want to. I don't know if there is a word, but just like it's just more than one of this thing.
Well, you can call it a series.
in a group.
Really.
I guess a series.
You
of
can
movies,
even just
yeah.
two. You can call a series.
Yeah, series, because then some of them go up to 4. I think, like, obviously, the Guardians is probably the best series of movies in the MCU. And I was trying to then think of what do I
The
think
worst.
because I think,
Is it not Ant-Man?
like, there are some long ones. Well, yeah, that's the problem because I'm probably up against that, and it's like, it's probably Ant-Man. I mean, there's also the Marvel, like Captain Marvel's that different.
Yeah, but
I haven't
I've
actually
actually
seen the
genuinely,
Marvels, so
honestly,
I
I've
can't
only
say that
heard
yet.
good things about the Marvels, and I've seen clips. I mean, I've seen I saw a fight
I
scene
saw,
clip,
like,
and it
I
was
saw,
pretty.
like, a
Yeah,
fight
and it's like
scene.
this is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it was like the 3 of them like wailing on this.
I
one
think I saw a
bridge.
different
It's
fight
like,
scene.
yeah,
Actually, and that was pretty good.
All right, well, that bodes well. Yeah, I do actually. I think it's just unfortunate that.
Yeah, I don't think that movie flopped because of
I mean,
sexism
didn't
necessarily,
even go see the
but I think it
Thunderbolts,
flopped
and that
because of
was a lot-
sexism
lot
and bad
more, like-
timing. I think it just wasn't a good time for the MCU.
And homework.
Yeah. No, it's
Right?
definitely
There was
homework
also-
one.
you
You
have
do
to
actually need to watch
watch,
Ms.
like,
Marvel.
2 shows and.
Well, yeah, I'd have to watch it to know about Photon, I guess. But Miss Marvel, you definitely need to watch the series
Yeah.
because it's got a family in it as well. In the Marvels in the film, it's also not a great name.
Yeah, no.
No, I think I should watch that one at this point. I don't know what I'm playing around. Thunderbolts. I guess Thunderbolts is something they probably wanted to be a news series. Actually, no, I guess not. I think technically Thunderbolts goes into the Avengers. I don't know if that's entirely correct though.
But yeah, no.
But it is Ant-Man.
And then I guess the Avengers movies counts.
I think the
as,
Avengers that's
series as well,
very
kind of
difficult
good.
though, to like really quantify because you could almost split it in
Which,
two.
It
Really.
is. It's like the first one. I don't think we should do that.
Okay, no, you're in charge of this, as far as I'm concerned. It's easy for me.
I don't know about rewards, but I know like it makes us go through this entire thing again just to do that one side.
Yeah, I
quest,
remember
which
doing
is not
it.
Worth doing.
But you could almost split the Avengers in two.
Yeah.
Though. You split it between like Joss Whedon and the Russos if you wanted, because they are very different.
You.
And Avengers,
But I feel like if you get directors involved, then like
not necessarily
apart,
falls
like,
apart because
redoing it
it's quite specific, mainly because of how Infinity War was originally going to be like Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Like Infinity War and Endgame are clearly a duo in their own right as well, separate from the 4 movies that are
But
Avengers.
still, like that's not uncommon.
And it'll be the same for the next ones as well.
Like,
the same for
really-
Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah. Which obviously that might change things, but it's like I was thinking the Avengers like as a whole, and it's like probably the first movie. If I had to like rank them in my head, the first movie is probably A, right?
Oh, so
Then,
not- I'll give
Ultron's probably
them
mid.
ratings.
Like, it is good.
I
but
want to
not,
watch
like,
it again
terrible.
because my instinct at this point, I haven't watched them in a while, but my instinct at this point is to actually rate them the same, to be honest. So that's why I need to watch them though, because I'm not.
Like,
No.
all the
Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron.
Oh, just the
yeah.
first two. That's fair because
But
Ultron is.
my
better
other
than
instinct
you think,
is-
But at the same time, the first one is just too. It's just too much.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
kind
so
of crazy,
like this is it. This is the movie that got me into this. It's
We've
too
got the
much
world into
nostalgia,
this
I
pretty
can't
much.
Not. I feel like we probably should use the.
don't
telling us
care.
to. But I actually just did press that button. There is a fast travel station.
Wow.
Yeah, but then it's like I think fucking obviously Infinity War is an S tier, right?
Mhm.
So that's like brings it up. But at this point in time, fucking shit's Endgame is like D, as far as I'm
I mean, if I had
concerned.
to rank the
Like,
Avengers
Endgame-
films, my off the cuff, best to worst, I would actually say, and this is going to sound weird given I just said I would say Age of Ultron and Avengers 1 are equal, but this is. So I'm saying something about Infinity War with the rating I'm about to give. So my rating from best to worst would be Avengers 1, then Infinity War, then Age of Ultron, then Endgame. That's because I think 1,
You
2,
haven't
and
watched
3 are like pretty
That's-
much
that's
entirely,
purely what
they're
that
like
said.
all equally very good. That's the Age of Ultron thing feeling really weird. Because I'm
Yeah,
probably
it
not
is-
going to
it-
change my
it
mind
is-
on
it-
Infinity War and the first film being the best,
Yeah, you
being
will.
pretty much equal.
Dude, I thing is, I forgot how good it was. Infinity War is one of the best movies ever made. It is so fucking good, just so fucking good, and you will regret saying that they are the same level as the other two. The other two are good, but Infinity War is just better. It's just
I
better.
understand,
And
but
Endgame is
and I know I haven't watched them
absolutely
recently, but I
lackluster and boring.
don't. When you're like, it's just better. I
Did
understand,
you see any of my
but
Sun Smashers?
I think that applies more to Age of Ultron than to Avengers 1.
Your clan is dead. Irene
But like you're right, it's been a while. It's
Unnatural.
just it has. It
I
has.
actually,
Damn it!
I've
never
probably
told
still
them.
got it on my laptop, my
Oh
ranking.
yeah.
No.
I need to talk to Mom. I want to actually
Never
continue that now.
mind. If Tyrene
Hell,
Calypso
realistically, I
gets the
should put fucking
she's gone.
Fantastic Four on my
Oh
list.
god, where would that go?
Well, not high. I think we've made that. I made that point pretty clear. As in, I think I know for a fact that I would put it below Dark World.
That's good.
Specifically,
No, the
because
comparison.
Dark World specifically, because this is like the thing with Thor movies. Thor movie 1
Take a look.
kind of bloody. Like it's not interesting. It's kind of lame. Like it's not terrible, but like it's better than I feared it would be. But it's still not like a particularly interesting movie. Given like you know, I don't know the story it was trying to tell. But Thor Dark World is just fun. It's just
Thor Dark World
like,
is fun. I think people think it's boring or something. It's not a great film, but it is like it's kind of silly. That's what's so weird about Thor, like Dark World and Ragnarok. Dark World is pretty damn silly.
Yeah, it's like Malakath kind of blows.
I mean, it's also
but,
he's not terrible.
For all the scenes where Malakath isn't doing that
Chris
much,
Eccleston.
but like,
mean-
fucking, it's just Thor and Loki, like together, like.
And they're great.
Like I feel like that's something when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, and like and the like the you know Earth people, I think they were used. Like the old guy was fucking crazy the whole movie. That's
brilliant.
kind of funny.
Seven
Like
Stars God.
He's actually has like a lot of nightmare, and the final fight scene is probably it's a bit wacky, but not in a inherently bad way.
I like it. I like the all the
It was like they were just
portals
constantly
opening
teleporting
overhead,
around.
and they have a little bit of
Yeah.
real world like military involvement, but not to like not to like a impact, not in a consequential way. It's just like some jets show up and sort of get really confused and fly into a different dimension, and then there's fucking Hogan is there. And it's like what's
And
that?
then like
What is
like
that?
he throws you're not this way, by the way. Like when like Thor's like Mjolnir.
I really like that
ball,
moment.
And he pulls it back to him, and he starts like flying through space.
Oh, we
and
need
he's
to
like,
go.
wait,
Okay,
wait.
should be in the car.
Right, see you later.
No, I love that moment. Where it's just like it's so responsive. It's just like, okay, well, if that's closed, this is my route now.
It like doesn't think about. I don't even think it closed.
No, I think it did close. I think that's why
yeah,
it did that. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, and it's like fucking like Loki like dying, but it's a fake out because Loki. It's just I don't know. It was everyone, every character was good. Like even like other than maybe the villain a little bit, but like I just I don't know.
Yeah, Heimdall's pretty great in it as well. He's got like that moment, like a really good moment where he like fucking takes down that fighter. He's just like, although it's kind of weird though, because obviously the point is he can see it, right? But he can't. He doesn't at any point register the bigger ship until it like appears.
Well, that's because that was for some reason they weren't able to like escape his sight, and he was kind of annoyed about that.
Oh yeah, actually they do
like,
talk about that.
I don't remember. I actually remember more than I thought about it.
But he senses one that runs up the bridge and like jumps onto it, even though it's still invisible. And it's like, go Heimdall. Go.
Yeah. But then there's, like,
what a weird use of Idris
Elba
Elba when you think about it, with how like big he is now. How big?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he's still
good. Heimdall's good. Yeah,
like, Heimdall is one of the best parts of like that, like that part of the lore. You know what I mean? Like every time he pulled up.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's
even Heimdall's son.
Like Heimdall's great in Ragnarok. He's actually technically, obviously, very short-lived, but technically very instrumental in Infinity War. By sending Hulk back to Earth.
Yeah. Sending Hulk back. I always find it kind of interesting. Like, I feel like it's like Heimdall. It felt like a bit of a strange moment where, like, why would Heimdall send specifically Hulk back? Like, couldn't he have sent like Thor back, or did he like he knew that Thor would get picked up by Guardians or some shit like that?
Because like, Thor was like being held. Hulk's body was just lying there.
I guess, but isn't it like a portal? Can't you just? I don't know. And like, it could be. I don't remember the jury of things, but you probably could have sent Loki back or some shit like that. I don't know, I just like to think that he probably had some thought more about it and knew more than he let on.
Probably just smarter to send Bruce as an informant, rather than send Thor away from Thanos, where Thor could potentially break out and do something here and now. Hulk is unconscious, right? Which means there's no way Hulk's gonna survive. Like, if he didn't send Hulk, then Thanos would have just killed him, like executed Hulk, basically stabbed him or something. Obviously, that probably wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have made much of a difference if he did. But that's not
that guy just disappeared.
In fact, if anything, I want Hulk to die, because that might actually start Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, don't worry, Punisher will kill him.
Fucking. I don't know. So below that, which means Iron Man 3 is the one below that, and I think I found the spot there pretty instantly. I know I'd rather watch Thor: The Dark World, but I also would rather watch this movie again.
I would rather. Well,
that goes the same for.
I'm gonna throw a curveball then. I like this. I like Fantastic Four. I like Fantastic Four quite a bit. I would rather watch Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
I like Iron Man 3 a lot. I love it. Fortune cookies. I really like it because it's barely. I mean. Yeah, because you're a fucking feet. You're a feet seeker. That's why. Not because you like feet, but you like feet.
Like I really liked how basically it was just him in the pursuit. Iron Man without his suit. How well could he still bear up? Like he was always at a distinct disadvantage in like every combat situation.
Yeah, like the action scene where he's fighting through that compound, but with while the Iron Man suit is coming back to him in pieces. That's a very fun scene.
Yeah, it's like basically most of the thing was just one.
And then there's that guy who drops his weapon. He's like, wait, I can't remember what he says. It's like, I don't even like working here. These guys are so weird. And then Tony just lets him go. It's fun.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's funny because he's still kind of funny, but like, yeah, and it's like,
We're all still here in
He
my personal
like
space, so let's get on with it.
completely improvises
Tell
with
me
no
about the map.
armor when I think there was like some assassin
did
that was
what I
after him,
could,
or it's like one. It was
My
you know just a
vast
rogue
intellect,
like
but
woman with
limited
the powers
resources. Shall
who
we
came
give it a
after him
go?
and he like blew her up with a microwave. It's just evidence that like Tony Stark, he isn't just a hero because of the suit, but the suit is an example as to why he's a hero. Like he can build, he just wins, and it's just good.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
good
that's why I
movie.
like it. It's like
because
Tony
is
Stark
ultimately-
as the better person that he now. I'm hesitant to say fully good person, but better person that he now is compared to the beginning of Iron Man 1, but also stripped back and without the suit as well.
But you also can't deny, there are flaws. The villain's pretty shit.
The main villain is
The whole like panic attack thing was kind of weirdly done. It's basically you just like you're told to like suck it up. like,
I still like it. I do like the idea of It's like a very human thing. It's like I literally went through a portal and saw the other side of the universe. It's like that's gonna fuck you up, really.
Yeah. Its existence is makes sense, but I think it isn't dealt with any like notable way really.
No.
Like
Well, I don't know about only, but I mean, I was actually yeah. I was gonna say my only problem because like obviously it doesn't mean it's perfect. Doesn't mean it's perfect without this, right? But it's the only thing that I take issue with is that the War Machine actually doesn't do anything. Very annoying. Not that Rhodey doesn't do anything, and I know that's kind of the point in the movies, but it's like diminishing returns, right? So it's like
hey, man, you get it.
proportionally
Proportionally
speaking, though, it's like proportionally speaking, right? Obviously, Tony does way more out of the suit than in the suit, right? So proportionally speaking, it actually lines up. Rhodey does some stuff outside the suit, but the proportions end up meaning he doesn't do anything in the suit except like
what is he? Wasn't he like trading the suit into the military or some shit like that? That movie, or was that?
No, it was still him,
wasn't
but
it?
he was obviously Iron
Okay.
Patriot, and obviously he loses the suit at some point halfway through, so he gets used more by one of the extremist soldiers. It's just at the end where it's like they basically just write him out of the finale once he gets his suit back, because it's like okay, Tony, I'm just gonna take the president to safety, and then he's gone. It's like no, wait, no, come back, Rhodey, please.
It's finally happening, ain't it? After
Yeah, I
all
mean,
this
honestly, like I complain about Hulk and that, but Raw.
Yep, he
is
doesn't
not
have he doesn't
much
actually
better, especially
he doesn't
with
have
his
any
side.
action like moments in
Being
Endgame
ready.
either. Really crazy. He's his most
He
screen
really
time in
is just,
Endgame.
like, the sidekick time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
honestly like he's at his best in Iron Man 2 and Infinity
Probably
War.
two.
Not terrible,
Yeah.
but
him bombing the those like people, like the creatures rather, coming through the thing is pretty cool.
Drive it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean he is good in Iron Man 2 though. Oh, you're an asshole. You're a bad person.
Well, you soppy twat.
Because that scene, I think the action. There's
Not
not
really,
much of it, but I think the action in Iron Man 2 is very good. I think the final fight sequence is great. They basically just, especially because you probably didn't realise that there's no music in that scene.
Dude, you're a moron. Stop it, you fucking idiot. Read!
I mean, I don't know how you multitask in this way. We're talking constantly, so I'm not gonna hear them. You know? Oh. I mean, that's well, I shouldn't say that's funny because I'm not laughing, but that's funny. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, no, I do, because obviously, I mean, even though it's pretty near low the list, it is flawed but with a bit of sauce, which I think is about right. Ultimately, they're not perfect movies, but they are fun to watch. Like, generally speaking, like, that is kind of posed.
Almost got the whole crew on
And it's
board.
not great in
Did you get
Source
that
versus
astronaut chip
Thor,
we're
Iron
taking
Man
off?
2, Black Widow, and the Turtles. Which some of them feel a bit harsh, but I feel like I've just got to trust when I actually wrote them. Like I just watched those movies. If that's where I'm putting them, that is the truest Big,
I think that's weird, right? Because you're not like, it's not like you're not onto something, but I think there's equal merit to being like, isn't it also more accurate to have like sat on something and for your
Maybe,
thoughts
like,
to
the
have
next day,
gestated?
but like, it's months now. I'd probably barely remember like.
Oh
months
yeah,
of
yeah,
that
no.
movie. My
I'm just
opinion is
saying.
not,
I think there's equal
like,
merit to
outweighing.
immediately after and day after.
just sleeping on it.
I think yeah, sleeping on it, exactly. I think those two things are pretty much equal.
My brother and I were born.
Because that's what I did with the Fantastic Four movie, and now I hate it more. Yeah, you can do it now.
Hate is a strong word.
But yeah, so I'm gonna put it
Up my ass.
currently. I don't even know what it is. X1X. Is that 19?
What? X1X? Yes, that is 19.
So they fight for us and die for us because they finally have a place where they belong.
Wait, why are you using Roman numerals?
My family.
I don't know. It looked fancy.
As long as they obey.
Plus, I know like the first couple, but then it gets a bit messy.
I can go pretty far with Roman numerals, I think.
My problem is then like I don't. It's like I don't know what's 50 and what's like 100.
Well, okay.
They're all like letters, and I can't specifically.
I can't remember it. Well, I can't remember if
obviously leads to
50
quite different
has one.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Because I know things
so-
arguably get simpler when you get to 100 because it's like 100 is
Not 20 actually.
20 is
I'm
just
not sure what 20
XX.
is, even though I'm pretty sure I can
no.
see
I think you're right that it only changes at 50, which means you stay with the X and the I's for a long time. 40, yeah. Well,
it. There is a V.
I think
Which one's
V
not?
might be. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the V. Well, yeah, because basically what that means is 45, for example, is XXXXV, unless.
Yeah, because Thor: Love and Thunder is like the bottom of my list, and that's XX.
Hold on, I just need to remember. I need to remember what 50 is. Roman 50. L, which means I would probably be wrong. I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's a right shocker there, isn't there? Sorry.
Well, for example, 49. Like 49 would be IV. Wait, IL. IL. Because it's one before. Literally one before 50. That's literally what it means.
Yeah,
it's not.
that.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't make no sense to me. It's just sometimes I don't know what the letters actually mean, so it does get a bit difficult. Plus, it's a bit of effort trying to keep track of which is before what and what it means, and therefore the number. But
Roman numerals.
But yeah, no. So that's where that is. I'm not actually sure what I got up to. I think the movie I had to watch was Black.
Okay, because you got
just couldn't bring myself.
yeah, which is a bit odd because really you got past the worst ones, didn't you?
Yeah, it's literally it is the only
You got
one in
through
the truly
Eternals
psych
and Love and
category.
Thunder.
Ellie,
Actually, Love and Thunder. Eternals is the one just before Truly Sight. I couldn't actually put
No,
it
you were
in
like,
there.
this isn't actually a horrible movie. It's not, mate. It's not great. It's not amazing, but
No, it was boring. Like me and Mum when we watched it on its out, I was like, we were bored. Like it was like that. We watched that, and then we watched Thor: Love and Thunder, and that was the end of Mum caring about the MCU. That she was done, and like we stopped watching those movies together. Like literally, those were so bad that they killed a family activity we had. So cheers for the MCU. Fucking. I keep saying butt.
Have you got something you want to say?
Yeah. I want to butt fuck.
Pedro Pascal.
Did you see? Did you?
Would it be more appropriate? I've seen. Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen that.
And then they showed Pedro. They showed them all the Malice skin, and Pedro Pascal pulled a face, which is like everywhere now. But also he was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get into gaming now.
They actually had him playing it as
plays-
well. He's like playing. It's
They
fantastic.
did, Mr. Fantastic. Pretty cool. Just like more than what they did with because they did like the again and again with Bucky, but this actually is them playing it. But yeah, it's funny. That's funny. I was just thinking about that because Pedro Pascal was a freak.
He is a bit of a freak. I think people though, because if you've seen all the stuff about like Pedro Pascal to his female co-star because he has anxiety or something, and he's like groping them. It wouldn't be him. It would be like a picture of someone groping someone.
I've seen him like reach out, like to the one he just did the movie with, and he like reached out. I think he like touched a bum, but then like grabbed her hand, and like they held hands.
Well, apparently there's this thing about how like it's there's like basically there's two good faith explanations for this. Maybe we should actually watch this, but I'm still actually recording. Yeah, skip it. Skip the cutscene. There's two good faith explanations, which is like one of them is like like an anxiety like anchor thing, where it's like pre-discussed, where it's like could I just like put my hand on like your waist basically, or like basically just hold on to you because remember it's like an anxiety thing, which doesn't sound ridiculous. At the same time, there's also that thing like how come he doesn't have anxiety with any of his like male co-workers. But then there's the other good faith explanation, which I prefer, which is that he's so clearly gay.
He really does. He brings a gay vibe to being straight.
Well, he might. Well, there's no confirmation. He hasn't said.
Well, you haven't seen the face he pulls when he sees Malice.
Yeah, but he's also just seeing something striking, and then just playing into it. It's just as easy. Yeah. A gay man couldn't. It wouldn't be impossible for a gay man to say those things. He's just never disclosed his sexuality or been seen with anyone. So it's kind of up in the air. And it's like, God forbid a woman have a gay best friend. I've seen that one as well. It's just like he's just the gay best friend of all the women he works with or something. So it's like something like that. It's fine, but it's still obviously like
he's got the mustache.
It is still. That's not my problem with Pedro Pascal. It could be if it turns out he is actually kind of a creep. But my problem with Pedro Pascal is just just saturation. He is so busy and in so many massive projects, and now he's going to be the face of the MCU. That's what they want.
I think that's mine specifically. I don't think anyone who has just been introduced into the franchise should be the face.
Yeah, but can you call anyone
yet?
who's still left from the beginning? Like, you can't really call Chris Hemsworth doesn't feel like the face of the MCU, even though he's still around.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth has been playing second fiddle like the whole time, or third fiddle back then. Moffat, not Moffat.
What character?
Ruffalo can fucking kill himself. Sorry, I don't want him to be the face of anything. But I don't know, something. Yeah, they haven't set anyone up to be the face. I'm not surprised they're trying it now, because obviously, Reed Richards makes sense, but you've just introduced him and he's in a different universe. He shouldn't be the face.
The problem is they've tried so many different ones and none of them have worked out to the same degree.
Oh, sorry,
a lot of different reasons.
Sorry. Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's like, he's just Spider-Man. He doesn't inherently feel like the face of the MCU. He's just the face of Spider-Man, and
True, but it's Spider-Man. No one's gonna bitch and moan and complain. Say it, even if it doesn't mean anything. It's like,
I guess.
Yes,
That's just something
Spider-Man.
say. I don't really believe
Tom Holland. Everyone likes both of those people.
Let's get out of here.
He's kind of just the face of Marvel, though, inherently, but it doesn't automatically make him the face of the MCU. Especially with the divide. Sony would probably not want him to be the face of the MCU.
I'll make sure to finish what
Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. It's how much can you make someone the face of the MCU when you don't actually own the complete rights to them and they can get pulled out anywhere.
Yeah, and
there's
like,
also that.
Other attempts, I think Captain Marvel was never going to work out. Although I don't think that was like a priority. I think Chadwick Boseman's. I think it fucked them up. I think he was on the path, genuinely, to, and
yeah, probably.
As in, I think they were set for a new Trinity. They were ready to sort of lock in with like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Black Panther, I think. But then that happened.
Yeah.
And I think that would work. I think they were primed to be like a new trinity of characters who people like just as much as the previous three. Fuck. Can't clamber. I can't. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I probably should watch Black Panther 2 at some point. I mean, I didn't like Black Panther 1.
Which got your favourite
That's it?
character in it?
Namor! I don't know. I don't like his costume though.
Or lack thereof.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just
I don't like the
man
Just
in his own-
Speedos look. I like that I like that they basically respec him to being like more infused with like Mexican mythology rather than, you know, made up Atlantean mythology.
Spanish. Oh, he was Spanish.
No, I don't think it's Spanish. I don't think so. Well, he kind of sounds like that in the game, doesn't he? But, you know, Namor is Atlantean, and that's not real. But they did do some lore changes with him. No, I should watch it. I do just think it's just not definitively having a lead character is kind of weird. As far as I can tell, though, the lead characters are just basically just Shuri and their mother. And then it steers
They're
more
much
towards
Shuri.
Shuri when she actually becomes.
Who
It
actually
is
does
Shuri.
Is it Shuri?
It is.
that
It is
ends up
Shuri.
the Batman,
Um,
yeah. Which, considering, I'm not actually sure if they said anything or stand by this anymore, but she was, you know, the smartest character in the MCU. Which I guess
No, they
now
can
they've
change
got to
it.
read. If they continue to say that, now there's a problem. Like I'm sorry, like yeah, honestly, fine. Shuri can be sure, because it's not like anyone else is specifically called the smartest. You're not breaking any law. But like, Reed is
No,
the
I
guy.
also, to be fair,
He's
I
the
don't think they failed to convey that either in the movie. I think he definitely solves it through
Oh, yeah.
intelligence, and he clearly has done a lot of like genius things. Herbie was practical, by the way, entirely, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Believable. My thing is, I didn't think about that. Like, I was thinking about it while we were talking, like, outside the cinema. That backpack that girl had, who was Herbie, is literally the movie Herbie. Like, he had.
I didn't actually see her,
because
to be
he
honest.
didn't look the same. Like, yeah, no, it's just.
He said, "Oh, that person's wearing a Herbie backpack." I looked
Herbie.
over and didn't actually see the backpack. I think it was covered.
Yeah, I think she's telling me. But like, how did you get hoodie for the movie already?
I mean, merch comes out.
Yeah,
Merch comes out before movies do. Some merch does.
Get her to her feet. We gotta go before those Colton bastards
It's not surprising.
finish her off.
I've got you. On your feet, Commander.
But I almost remember her like not dying, but like getting much closer. How I remember it.
All right. Let's get
I mean, they were about to like.
I guess that is close to dying, but I mean like
Over here.
more so close to death than being close to being killed. I remember her being like really fucked up,
just more drained. Yeah.
but not so much. Not so much. The thing is, I actually don't know what the next MCU thing is
We
exactly.
gotta get the hell out of here, and that ship is the safest place I know.
Could be a show, right?
Yeah, but if I'm not,
On the ship.
if I'm just gonna go with my like, just gonna trust my
Bitches attack.
cultural osmosis, I don't know if there's a anything live action this year. Left.
You said
Oh, Wonder Man, you're right. Yes, Wonder Man. Which I'm gonna watch that. I don't hate the idea of it at all. Yeah, because the guy as well, the actor, he was at the Fantastic Four premiere, in character. So he was playing himself because he's an actor. That's Wonder Man's an actor. And they were like, you've recently sparked like controversy by making friends with like Hollywood like outcast, basically Trevor Slattery. It's like, can you comment on this? And like his publicist comes over and like whisks him away. It's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. It's like, and that's like that's just what he was doing at the premiere. He wasn't like himself. He was just playing his character.
What the hell happened to
Yeah, I
you?
think I'll watch that.
Her tattoos are
Um,
gone. Lilith is
Yeah, sounds
Talk about it
interesting,
as
at
well.
least.
longer a
Plus,
siren.
Yeah,
Trevor
Trevor
Slattery,
Slattery.
so
It's just
that's
a new character who isn't going to be in the Avengers movies, so probably going to be more interesting than them.
Are you crazy?
Like Moon Knight.
I say we stay here and build a fort.
And he does actually. I've seen more footage.
Yeah.
He does actually have powers as well. So he's like this weird, like schizo actor.
Tyrene's after the
He does
power.
also have
There's
powers.
no one else who can stop her.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going to
Have
go,
get
but
there first. I may not be a
it does
siren,
just seem like
but
the kind
I'm
of thing where
He's
they've
like
just
an
been.
actor who like gains the powers of like whoever.
I don't
playing.
think. I think Wonder Man does have
Right.
specific powers.
You know which one's which, string bang.
But either way, it does seem like the kind of thing where they've just been allowed to make it, and so
Certain death it is. And I
As in,
obviously won't pass up a
sort of
chance
low
to study
stakes.
a new vault.
probably not much interference
Let's get
for
to
that
it.
for that reason.
We ride.
It could be actually be an interesting and actually
Yeah.
sort of
Promethea.
actually have like a decent concept. We'll see. I'll watch it.
Hey, Lil. Bad luck to take.
Yeah,
a
you're
ship
right.
out of a trip without a name.
I'm impressed.
She's already got
Or
her
rather,
name.
I am outperformed. I'm outdone. Can't believe this. But I think that's also it though. That is like the next thing, which is kind of weird.
Vault Hunter. Over here.
I suppose I
And then
did
it's
that.
Daredevil again.
Daredevil.
I don't even know because I'm sure you're not surprised that I haven't stopped the recording. I'm sure you're not.
Well, we talked
Yeah,
about the
but-
MCU, so
I almost don't know if I can justify stopping it at all, even now.
Tyrene is more dangerous than ever. She's got an army, the map, and
But then again, we don't need. I don't want to
But-
force anything
we need all
either.
the help we can get. Claptrap, what intel do we have
Well,
on Prometheus?
it's not like we haven't had that conversation like
A shining
tens of
metropolis
times.
and the home of the Atlas
It's
Corporation.
just
Yeah, but it's sort of like
don't know.
rebooted, refueled by a thing of recency.
yeah.
So
which
just because
I
we make
think,
the same,
like,
just 'cause we make a lot of the same
with
points does
respect
not mean
to
we had the
MCU,
same conversation. If you know what I mean?
Like, I think if it wasn't for
Alright.
Marvel
Hell
Rivals
out of here.
and the fact that I thought this was going to lead into Doomsday, like, if those two things, which the second one wasn't even true, ultimately, right? It's like,
Onward to
I don't think you need to know anything in this movie specifically to like understand Doomsday, because there is nothing in this movie that if you didn't have a passing knowledge of Fantastic Four, you wouldn't like know,
Yeah.
right? Like, you need to know who Franklin
Well,
is.
okay,
you
no,
need to know
Franklin's probably the
their
biggest thing because
That's about
anyone whose knowledge is from the movies alone won't know who Franklin Richards is.
That's true, but I wasn't even saying specifically movies. I mean, I'm like, I probably the most exterior like context of characters or stuff I know from the MCU is just random comic explained videos I get on my feed sometimes.
Damn it.
Like, it's just this one dude who's like, in this comic, this cool thing occurred. So you know Franklin can manipulate like reality itself. I'm like, okay, I guess I know that now. Like that kind
Yeah.
of.
I mean, that is the
it's
most
like-
important
it's like-
implication, though, is like, and it hasn't lined up with anything that's been like revealed about Doomsday. That you have to assume Franklin's going to be like important.
You can count on me.
Considering Doom was like seeing him,
Was like
it makes
kidnapped
sense
him.
that like Doom would definitely be like, why was this cosmic threat interested in this child, right? And he will try and like figure something out, because it's also, I mean, it's you know, if Doom is going to escape this universe and influence the entire multiverse, which is to be presumed, right? He's going to need something powerful enough to do that. And I mean, if that isn't Franklin, I don't
The
know what it
turtle.
is, really. Yeah. Go do the other quest while I'm doing this thing. Like, go talk to the other people.
Lol. Franklin.
But yeah, so it's like, as long as you know like enough, you'll be like, there's no real reason, which is why I wouldn't say I'm glad that we did it, because seeing each other going out and stuff like that. But like, as far as movie goes, I regret that I went to the cinema to watch it. The overall experience was fine, like, because we went out and talked about it. But Like if I got on my own, which I never would, but you know what I mean. Like if the only actual value of going out was the movie, I would have deeply regretted it.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I think I'm keen to. Not that I would watch even. Not that I'm going back to the cinema for them, but I am keen to watch both Superman and Fantastic Four again. Because when I came out the cinema, I was thinking like, oh, this is better than Superman, and so far, some people are saying that. But I don't know. They might be fairly equal. Oh shit.
Yeah, apparently they are. I don't know if it's DLC or just some weird side thing, but I haven't actually done it.
What accreditations do you have to judge me, the Knife of Death herself?
As former all-time great Vault Hunters ourselves, we're uniquely qualified to commentate on people killing each other. Also, cash flow's not so great right now, and I'll take just about any gig.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't make sense though. You with the amount of money that they make just from like doing shit and like finding guns and then selling them, basically. Normal Vault Hunter stuff seems like just enough to make a living. I don't know.
I appreciate the help, Vault Hunter, but now
well, this is why I think you that the Running Man, the Edgar Wright movie, could be really good, because that's going to be an actual, entirely, hopefully, very good movie that you have no attachment to. If you know what I mean. And that's what they all are. Yeah. Anytime you've watched like the Cornetto trilogy for like the first time or anything, it's like sort of like a different kind of movie. Seen it for a different reason. But if we do, non-stop poison accelerator. Oh shit. The fuck? I'm looking. Are you nearby? Shit, don't worry. I think I might just. No, I'm just something's in the shop. I might just buy it actually, because it's like a legendary rocket launcher, but it's like it looks very strange. I can't actually tell if it's meant to look like this, but I think it is. Oh, you can. Oh, okay. Vent the cargo bay. Oh, you're below me.
Well, there goes the grapple grabber, the jetpack, and all the left-handed guns. Guess it wasn't meant to be. But if Earl didn't get sucked out into the icy moss space, he should have a spare entropy accelerator.
Oh, if he didn't. Okay.
Exact same weapon it was on my other one.
Butt plug.
Alright, well, I think we're done.
The leech.
An entropy accelerator.
Lad off.
Game, but the conversation. That was the movie that occurred. I would much rather watch many other movies in the MCU, let alone other movies. But I am probably alone in that, to be honest. Most people are chuffed.
I'd give it to you if you had something worth my while,
and
but you don't.
They're better for it, because it's better to be to have liked something than not.
Don't test me.
Yeah, nah.
You can't say no to that.
I love hating.
Yeah, but that's wrong.
Yeah, but it's easy and common. It's a lot easier to hate a good movie than it is to like a bad one.
I think that's bullshit. I think it's completely backwards. I think that's It's so easy to like a bad movie. People love bad movies.
Yeah, but only ones that are bad in the very, very specific way.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of difficult to quantify things coming from someone who finds it impossible to hate things. It's such a. I genuinely don't. I don't think about things I don't like.
The name's Moss.
So, and that's what, as far as I'm concerned, that's what hating means. So.
I am Flack, and your pheromones are.
I don't know.
Overwhelming.
Shut up, Flack.
Guilty as charged.
Quit thirsting up our new Vault Hunter, Ma. We're eating crap. We need some iridium to fix the ship.
Have you tried my slots?
Alright, we gotta go before she says something. This is monetized.
Yeah.
Aren't these all like different?
No, I already told you I'm not.
They are kind of all different slot machines. Okay.